All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name's St. Kramer with Brandman Brandon and Brian the Grizzly. What's up?
Not too much. It's almost Friday. Can't complain, right?
Yep. I was for a second, I think midway through the day, I thought today was Friday, and I was making plans for Saturday. And then
I've been sick the whole week, so every day I have no idea what day it was. I was like, man.
How you feel?
Am I missing the
feeling
week
better?
thing?
Yeah, how you doing now?
This is like the first day I felt good. That like my throat still hurts, and I got cough drops. I've been taking Dayquil like Skittles, but this is the first day I was able to get up and actually do something outside the house. So I'm gonna go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Tuesday you had joined for the Panda and Grizzly show on the Nerd Huddle, and I didn't think you were gonna join, and you look not fully. I'm not gonna say not fully there, but you look like I don't know, like you could tell, like you were like
I was counting cold. The time. I had a blanket on, and I was doing the Fredo.
Somebody's gonna have a blanket on.
I was like, I'm sitting counting the time. Like, all right, it's been an hour.
Yeah, like I can tell, like you would go through like hot and cold phases. Because 1 minute like you see a little bit more sweaty, and then the next minute you see like we're like bundled up like that. I was like, oh, so. But I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
I was like, you know what? You went through COVID, and you did your stuff. That's what encouraged me. I was like, look, if Ted can go through COVID, I can get through this. This is all right.
I didn't. It wasn't too bad though, so I didn't have it too bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Have either of you guys had COVID?
Nope.
I have been lucky enough not to have it.
Really? Fuck, I got it twice, man.
Oh,
both same in January, early January, after like a Christmas or a New Year's party. Last year I got it. This year I got it. Although I think last year I had it for like a day, and then this year I had it for like 2 days. Like I really wasn't too bad.
Yeah, because I'm vaccinated. Whatever. Either way it goes. Just because you know what, I worked in pharmaceuticals. I worked for Eli Lilly. I'm telling you, I'd rather be vaccinated than not. It's just me. It is what it is. So,
because I remember for a while before I joined the medical field, I would never get the flu shot because I remember getting the flu shot and I'm like I still got the flu and I felt like crap. I'm like, oh, this sucks. And then for a long time, I'm like, oh, whenever I get the flu shot, I get sick. And then one year I didn't get the flu shot and I got the flu. Wow.
Yeah, you didn't realize what the flu was.
Holy shit. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, last time I got the flu, but that just kept me out for like a week. I was out, I'm not even kidding, for like 6 weeks, man. It was the worst. And then when I felt better, I went back to work. Half a day, I'm like, just sweating bullets. I was like, and then my boss is like, go home, man. I'm like, I thought I felt better. He's like, fuck out.
I think it was 7 years ago. I went to the hospital over the flu. Yeah, it was this time of year. It was like early February, and I went to the hospital. I was there for a good 8 days. I lost like 40 pounds. So I was like, it was crazy. I couldn't eat. I couldn't hold anything down. So I was like, yep, never again. Not me. He's not coming to get me. I'm not that guy.
Yeah. Because I had the flu like some years ago before COVID again, but I had the shot, and I think I was out for like a week. But it was just like I just felt bad. You know, I'm like nothing compared to that without the vaccine, without the flu shot and getting the flu. Oh my God. I thought I was going to die. Like it was so bad. I mean, it had to be worse for you if you went to the hospital.
I saw death and I was like, please just take me. Just end it. Just end it now.
It sucks, man. It sucks. We got Louis Berry. What's up? Episode of The Bad Batch was fun. Loving to see more of Tech. Hope to get Ahsoka and Vader. Yeah, hopefully soon.
Tech was the best part of this episode for me.
He was really the only part of the episode.
That's very, very true.
You know, I mean, we had Omega like running her mouth like she's the boss. I'm like, shut up. Like just like a little kid getting you in trouble. My dad could beat up your dad. Shut your ass up. Like he is a kickboxer. What are you talking about?
Oh, you have no idea, Brandon. It's so bad.
Yeah, I didn't get around to the Bad Batch yet.
No.
Well, if you want, we could talk about it. If not, no big deal. But it was kind of a filler episode, though. It was a fun episode, but it was definitely filler. It didn't really do anything to
prolong the story, to change anything. Except, I mean, start looking at the boss a little bit differently. What's with that?
Sid?
Yeah.
Sid, I think.
Yeah. Sid. Look to Sid a little bit differently.
Yeah. I mean, I never really cared for that character, even last season. I was kind of upset that they're still continuing that, like in season 2, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we get that later.
But yeah, we're gonna. If you want to wait, maybe we could talk about it next week or something like that.
Okay.
But did you watch Mayfair Witches though?
Oh, I did watch that.
Okay. We'll definitely talk about that. Bad Batch. It's up to you, girl. Like I said, it's nothing important happened. But it was just a fun kind of episode. But a couple of trailers dropped. We're gonna talk about and react to those. We got the new Scream trailer, which I was kind of surprised. I came out of nowhere, and Bel-Air season 2 trailer came out today too. So I have not seen either. Yeah, so that'd be good. I have not seen either. But before we get into that, there's some other news. Because I know like we're kind of talking about comics lately. We are getting excuse me. We had that new Black Panther that we talked about where he got basically disrespected. So was it John Ridley, I believe that writer is gone in the next, I think, issue 15. And then we're getting a new writer. I don't know if it's a continuation of the same storyline or if it's just starting from Black Panther 1 and then just starting over again. I'm not sure. I have to look into it. But we're getting, I believe her name is, what's her name? Eve L. Ewing. So Chicago native, you know. Remember, I think she did Ironheart, a couple of Ironheart. She's doing Photon right now.
Oh, she's the Photon, all right. So that's like
she's doing Photon
before. Okay.
Yeah. And she's gonna do Black Panther. So in June, I believe.
That's exciting. And because you know what the truth is? This new Wakanda, I've read a couple of books and it just didn't enjoy it. I really did not think it was good. I thought that it was thoughtless and it was like rudderless.
Yeah. People are really not happy. But it does say a new Marvel Comics solo series. So I'm assuming it's going to be starting over from Black Panther 1. it would have to kind of fix whatever John Ridley did with T'Challa. I mean, there's still 2 issues left, so I don't know how it's going to end. I doubt he's going to fix everything that he did. You know,
I mean,
usually
it still doesn't make any sense that you ostracize the king of Wakanda. I mean, why? Why was that your thought? This is the good place to go.
Let me kick him out.
Like, come on, man. It just didn't make any sense. So I didn't like where he was going and whatever.
Yeah. I don't follow writers as much as like say Chillmonger does and like House of Nerd Show. Those guys know like the guys who pencil, the guy who draw, the artists, the writers and stuff like that. I don't know too many, like that. E-Wing is definitely on my radar, from Chicago, very political. So if that's a good or bad thing, I don't know. But I think she went to, where was it? She's been to a bunch of I think she went to Harvard. She went to University of Illinois, over here on Southside Chicago.
Not that one. Not that one. Okay.
Yeah. the
other one. Okay.
The other one. Well, there's 3 because there's UIC, U of C, and
no. University of Chicago is two totally different.
University of Chicago.
So you have the University of Illinois, Springfield. We don't really count them. And then there's University of Chicago, UIC, the Flames, UIC. And then University of Illinois. That's the real one, Urbana-Champaign.
Yeah. Then University of Chicago, which is over in Hyde Park, which is
the best school. Yeah. That's by far a better school than what I went to. You got to be much smarter.
Medical is a big one. Law is a big one with that school.
Business.
Business.
Yeah. My cousin started small forward for the basketball team there. Bryce Hopkins. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
He's good at all things, and he's probably going to be a millionaire before me. Makes no sense. He's going to be a 22 years old millionaire. I'll be pissed.
Nice. But yeah, so E-Wing is doing it. So I might check it out because I like the Photon run so far. I haven't really read anything else, but the Photon is good. I'm interested. It's not the greatest thing I ever read, but it's good enough so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's not taking any leaps and bounds or anything like that. I think I have Photon. I was reading the second edition.
Yeah, it's pretty serviceable. I'd say if I had to put it in a word.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hey, what's up, JR? Sometimes writers are not big fans of series they work on. Hopefully, the new Black Panther writer is. I hope so.
Hey, JR.
I hope so.
Yeah. I
just respect the work. I mean, that's what respect the character. I don't understand when you're doing stuff and you don't respect the character enough to give it the respect what it deserves.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have that same mindset as like whether you like it or not, Ryan Johnson, where it's like if I make enough people feel a certain way, I'll be remembered. And and he even said that. He goes, oh, I want the audience to be split. I want half to hate it and half to love it because that's how you get remembered. But I was like, yeah, but you're remembered from half of the people that they hate it. Yeah, that's not a good thing. And John Ridley, who did the last one, like I said, I haven't read it because right from the start, I heard it was bad. I think she might. The only issue is like she's not big. Yeah, a big name. The biggest name she's had was probably, Ironheart and Photon, which are not big names yet. Ironheart's obviously going to get bigger because of MCU. Monica Rambeau is going to get bigger because of the MCU. This is probably going to be her biggest work.
I don't mind that though. Because like the most, I read some independent comics, but most of the ones I read really like revolve around Spawn. And there's like 5 different writers that are doing Spawn series because it's dark and you can go anywhere with them. And I enjoy it, even if they don't do a lot of different things. We got McFarlane, sure, but there's like 4 other writers that are doing the same type of stuff, and it's very dark and it's interesting where they can go with the characters. So I don't mind having lesser known, especially if they come with something with a good story.
A good story, and I'm always like, give somebody a chance. You know what I mean? Like, she's, I think, fairly new-ish, where I think she could make an impact. We'll see. See, I'm always willing to give somebody small a chance because that everyone's got to have a start. You know what I mean? Like Alex Ross didn't become the greatest comic book artist ever, just because, like, oh yeah, look what I did. It's like, no, somebody gave him a chance and and he look at what he became. JR said, consider how good Mandalorian is with Jon Favreau compared to Book of Boba with Robert Rodriguez, who said he wasn't a huge Star Wars fan.
Well, it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Once again, if you don't love it, you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely tell. Like Robert Rodriguez is a great director. I think he does really good stuff. I think what he did with Boba Fett in The Mandalorian under Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni was great. That first intro back was amazing. But then once he did his own thing, it was like, not the best, but
no, it's just you didn't know, you don't care enough to know the backstory. Your story has to make sense in the character development of the person, of the character. So that character, like, you have to know the beginning and where you got to this part to understand where they're gonna go in the future. And if you don't know the entire story because you don't care enough, you're never gonna get where you need to go. That's where it comes to, and that goes with directors, producers, all of it. You need to understand the character to know where you need to go. That next step.
Agreed. So we'll see. It starts in June. I don't know. Are you gonna get it, or are you gonna wait until you see what people say?
I'll probably pick up the first one because I want to form my own opinion before I hear anyone else say anything. Not that I do like to hear what other people say, but I like to know what I think before I let someone else in.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's hard to to take the noise out once you already before you made an opinion, because once you hear this is stupid, then you're like, okay, I'm going with that mindset going into reading this. So
we'll see. I mean, that's always a good bet. That's why, like, with other things, I usually don't like talking to people, especially if I feel a very certain way about something. I don't like talking about it to somebody who hasn't seen it or read it or stuff, because I not only do I don't want to ruin it for them, but I also don't want to
shape their opinion before they had a chance to form it.
And now I want to have like a good talk, like about it. Zach Attacks, he put something on about Velma on Facebook, and he whatever, I forgot what he said. It's like, it's weird, and I'm like, oh, by weird you mean the dumpster fire? And he goes, no, I didn't hate it that bad. I'm like, dude, now that he saw it, I can be like, no, it was bad. These are the reason why it's bad. You know what I mean? Like, and he was like,
so
I don't know.
I even watched episode 3.
Did you?
I did.
I mean,
why would you do that to yourself?
But
no, because you know what? So I realized what it is. I mean, it's exactly what we were saying before. It's trying to be something it's not. It is not a Scooby-Doo movie. I mean, TV show. Yeah. It's not Scooby-Doo at all. They should not even have that name on it. It's really trying to be Harley Quinn / Daria in high school with their names attached to it. That's all it is.
Yeah. The more I know, I don't want to keep bashing on Velma, but the more I thought about it, the more, because me and my girlfriend, we talk about stuff like that, and
we can keep bashing on it. It deserves it.
It really does. I'm like, I mean, you have all the assholes out there like, oh, because it's woke trash, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, being sex orientation and changing skin color is fine. But keep the character. You know what I mean? Like, that's what matters. And basically,
they changed the character a lot of different times. Like, I mean, Be Cool Scooby-Doo is different than the original Scooby-Doo. You can take the character different ways, different places. It's still the character, though. It's
still them. This one, it completely rewrites everything. It's like they're completely different characters with the names of the Scooby-Doo characters attached to them. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, Mindy went to HBO with a pitch, and it wasn't. I don't think it was ever supposed to be attached to Scooby-Doo. and I wonder if it was either her or an executive at WB was like, "Hey, what if we throw on through their names?"
Mindy knew what she was doing.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I mean, she gets a lot of hate for a lot of different stuff, and one for me is like she's just not funny. But
yeah, me and Brandon were talking about that earlier. Just
she did this to herself.
I'm sure she's funny to some people. She's just not funny to me.
Yeah,
it's not even like her genre. Because New Girl, I love New Girl. I've literally watched almost every episode of New Girl. It's like all the time. I could watch Jess all day. That's fine, But it's just I don't find Mindy funny at all.
Yeah,
she's in it. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, you can't butcher all the personalities the characters have just so you can replace what you need them to have to tell your story. And I'm like, then you're not taking a character and doing it. And I'm like, that's what I had said to Zach too. I was like, that's why Scooby-Doo worked out so well, is because Harley Quinn. Because Harley Quinn took all these characters an extreme version of each one, like made Batman an extreme version of this like rich, crazy person. Like Nightwing. Nightwing was one of my favorite heroes of all time. I just love Nightwing. He's a badass. And he made him very like funny in the show, and I didn't hate that. I was like, very self-conscious about everything, about like, I have to prove to Batman, and like I get that that seems very Nightwing, Dick Grayson-ish, but it's an very extreme version,
but it's still his character,
but it's still him.
It's not exactly.
Yeah. Here there's like Daphne's this way, nah, we're gonna make her a drug seller. Like, Fred is like good, kind-hearted, and he's a little over the top sometimes. No. We're gonna make him we're gonna
take everything that he is, we'll flip it outside, and we're gonna like turn it on its head, and then we're gonna take all the good qualities and we'll throw that away.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's no longer the character.
Yeah, that's somebody else. Yeah.
Then Shaggy or Norville, making him he's like, I try to push as much of it out of memory as possible. Wasn't he like simping over Velma?
Yeah.
So he's in love with Velma, which is something they did in Be New Scooby-Doo and the new Scooby-Doo type of things. They've hooked them together a lot in a lot of those shows. So I don't hate that. It doesn't matter.
To that much of a degree.
Yeah, no, they're like together, and then Shaggy sometimes is kind of standoffish because he has Scooby. Scooby's his best friend. So you will have that type of differences. But
can't help but be happy that Scooby's not in this. Who knows what how he would have been handled.
There's more.
He's got to jump in sometime. Yeah. I don't mind him being not a druggy kind of character. I'm like, okay, because then you can build up to that. That's fine. Like where he's going to eventually be, and you want to see maybe that progression. I'm cool with that, but Shaggy was the least of my concern with the show. You know what I mean? They changed so many. Daphne, Velma, and Fred. They changed so much.
I would have rather Shaggy be more ironical. I would have loved him to be ironic. Like, I've never did drugs. Like Shaggy be like, I'm totally against drugs. He's like, he can have a Dare shirt on. I have a tapeworm in my stomach. I always am hungry. I just want to eat all the time. That's just what it is. It has nothing to do with these symptoms. The symptoms are not what was actually happening. It's just what I am. I'm hungry all the time. It's like, that should have been fine,
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I might, like I said, I might watch it later, but I can't do weekly. I just can't. Robert did do one of the best Mando episodes, chapter 14, The Tragedy. Yeah.
Which one was that? I'm
saying the ones let's see.
I think I know what he's talking about.
That's season 2, episode 6.
Oh, I do
believe. Which one is that one? Is that the
when he's on that other world? what's her name?
That's when they first introduced him, right?
What's her name? The UFC fighter.
Yeah, Gina Carano.
Yeah, so she's there. That's where he's fighting. Grogu with that one. He's trying to save him. That's when you see the dark saber. I want to say, isn't that when Moff Gideon has the dark saber in front of Grogu? I believe that's the same episode.
Is that?
I believe it is.
I don't know if that one's it.
The one that they arrived at ancient world, wherever the site is. Let me see if I can find a synopsis before I say something I'm wrong.
I know, right?
As instructed by Ahsoka, Mandalorian rides with Grogu on Thylon.
Yeah, that's when they introduced Return Boba Fett.
Yeah. Places Grogu
I think he
chooses his path. He chooses his path. Yeah, when Grogu chooses the path, and then he gets taken by Moff Gideon. He tries to protect the child. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That was
good. Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of them are. I mean, Robert Rodriguez is good. He usually knows what he needs to do and does it well. If he knows he's doing like a B-rated like kind of horror comedy action movie or whatever, he knocks it out of the park. So then I think he liked Boba Fett. He was a fan of Boba Fett, which shows. But I know he wasn't like a diehard Star Wars fan, from my understanding. But yeah,
but with Boba Fett, you kind of need to know Star Wars to understand where he comes from, and the first time you see him, the way the viewer sees him, because we've all followed the story from that point. So you need to at least know from that point in order to extend that to the next story.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, at least.
Yeah. I didn't hate it. And then let me see. This came up on my feed. Of course, Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Didn't I say that? I was like, hey, he's gonna be in Fantastic Four. What I said he was gonna be the Thing, probably.
Well, this it might be a little bit different. So this came out. When did it come out? 5 hours ago. 4 years. Let's see. So he's talking about DC.
4 years ago. I had the Jeep out front. Yeah. No, I don't want you. I looked 4 years ago. I was screaming, wasn't I? Yeah. Screaming when I left Warner Brothers. Right? Everyone's in the meeting. 4 years again. It's a mystery, baby. We got. I got some really good news. Great news with Warner Brothers. Amazing. Wish I could tell you, but here it is. Peter, I love you. James, I love you. David. Okay. Mwah. To the future. Bye-bye. Picture me rolling.
That has to be Lobo, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
That has to be Lobo and having his own movie. And then we're gonna give you your own movie. That has to be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
I mean, thinking? I don't know. So none of the comments are just like a picture of Lobo, and then he's gonna be Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the role he was born to play. He was born. He basically is Lobo in real life.
Yeah. Give him some black makeup and
just give him some gray skin and some red contacts. Yeah.
He wears it on Thursday, guys. That's what he wears on Thursdays.
Yeah. I mean, does he stay as Aquaman? I can't see him staying as Aquaman after everything else they're doing. They can't, right?
Continuity, he could be the one thing that keeps it all together. I don't know.
Well, since Gunn seems to be like starting pretty much over with everything, or at least most of it. I'm not sure what's going to happen with like Peacemaker or Suicide Squad if they're going to fit it into this greater universe. But I think it's safe to say after Aquaman 2, that'll be it. And then he'll be Lobo moving forward. The only reason Warner Brothers has already poured so much money into the Aquaman sequel that they're just going to go ahead and put that out, and that'll be the end of it. Obviously they can't just pull the plug on it. It's been, I think the movie is actually pretty much close to completed at this point anyway. The only problem is
it better be. It better
be.
It's done.
No, the only problem is DC keeps pushing it back, because remember, it was supposed to be out like this past November, then they pushed it back to the summer, and now it's not coming out until the very end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, I don't know. I mean, what else can you do though? I mean, what if, because he's the highest grossing DC movie, right? Aquaman is the highest grossing DC movie. So
I think so.
What if it comes out and it does it again? Do you change your plans as DC? Like
at this point,
like he did what The Rock said he was going to do. That's what Jason Momoa actually did. And once again, he's not an actor who tried to change who he is. He is then like, I am who I am, and I want to make the character work that way. And he does, and people like it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he is a better actor, though. I'm not gonna.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he's a better actor than The Rock.
Well, yeah, the Rock, like we've discussed, he can be very charismatic when he wants to be. The problem is he's just gotten too much in that comfort zone where he doesn't want to be. Unfortunately, he just kind of plays it the same. Even like we've said, Black Adam,
or need to be. He doesn't need to be because he's larger than the character, and that's the problem. Jason Momoa is still small enough that he can be a character. And you see the character. You see The Rock. You see The Rock.
Also, the first time I think the world collectively was told, like, hey, this is Jason Momoa. He was, the Drago in Game of Thrones, which is the complete opposite of who he is in real life. Like, oh, we need you to be like kind of evil, like a tyrant, like kind of sexist, and like a badass, and then like
he's like the most free-spirited person in the world.
Like even like recently there's articles with Emilia Clarke coming out and saying, because she was like, that's her first role, and I don't know if a spoiler, for Game of Thrones season 1, she was naked a lot in that season, a lot with Jason Momoa, because there was a lot of sex scenes, and I guess in between scenes, because people are doing their own thing, he's yelling at people. He's like, hey, get her a robe, get her covered up. She don't need to be naked right now. And she said like she appreciated that like so much. That somebody like, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Man, like
it also helps that him being 6'5" and 265 pounds. He looks at you like, look, dude.
I'm sorry, dressed up as Drago too with the pain and like that too is like, I will rip your head off. But and I was like, such a great character that you fell in love with right away, and then everyone knew who Jason Momoa was, and then he came out, and you're like, oh, you are not at all the character that you portrayed, and I think that was such a good level. Like, oh, you weren't you.
For you to be able to be with Lisa Bonet, you couldn't be what you were portraying. Come on.
Yeah. So, but Drago was freaking awesome.
So here's my question. But, What's going on with the MCU thing that we heard about 2 days ago?
Considering the source that it came from, it could always just be speculation or just rumors at this point. It came from what, like Giant Freaking Robot, which it was everywhere.
It was everywhere. CBR, small screen. Everyone was saying it.
I think the MCU is at a place where as soon as they get like any kind of hint at anything, people just run with it. They just run with it. And that might be like some of the biggest issues with the MCU right now, and I think it all started with Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, where it was like, you got a little hint and then people just ran with it. And then Disney was like, oh, let's just show it everything in the trailer, and just kind of ruined it. I think you need to start playing it back a little bit, and I like what they're doing for Fantastic Four. They probably know everything, but
they probably already signed the contract and no one knows because any hit, everyone goes crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone goes crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they've done that already. Like they already have their cast and not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel that would be more Kevin Feige kind of thing too.
Kevin Feige wouldn't be afraid of James Gunn. And Momoa's probably talked to both, and probably forced DCU to say, "Look, we got to give him something now, or we're going to lose him." Feige's sitting there waiting, so we either give him something now, or he's going to be starting the next Marvel movie. And they did what they had to do. They put the big boy pants on and gave him a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather see Henry Cavill in the MCU than anybody in the DC.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna happen.
He's gonna come in. I hope that we never. I hope we don't. Exactly. I hope we don't know.
Yeah.
And it just comes out of nowhere, and Henry Cavill walks off as a Sentry or something like that. It blows your mind. Like everything will be over. Like everyone will walk out of the movie theater. Won't remember what the movie's about anymore. They're like, "Did you see Henry Cavill?"
Yeah, like he was evil Superman. Yeah,
like in the Eternals. The Eternals will go from one of the worst movies of all time to be the hottest franchise of all time immediately.
I mean, there's already such a great cast. I think the next one's going to be better. I mean, I know a lot of people liked it. I think that second one, they're like, okay, we don't need to like introduce anything. We can have fun with it now and tell a good story without telling the backstory. Without having to have a program in front. Who was that character again? And this one too? Because there's like 85 different characters in there. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited, man. If they keep that a secret and we just get Henry Cavill as Sentry or somebody cool on screen without us knowing, people will lose their minds. I'd be totally down with him as Sentry. Lose it.
I would lose my mind. I can see it. I'm like, I'll be in there like, oh my God. Yeah. Because like look what happened with Love and Thunder. I obviously got a lot of hate, but one of the best things about that movie was the post-credit scene. Yeah. Like we're getting Hercules, and then the actor from Ted Lasso playing Hercules. I'm like, I'm excited about that. I'm super excited about that. That's the only thing I'm excited about the movie. I was really hoping when I was hearing rumors of Hercules showing up in the post-credit scene, I was like, please let it be Henry Cavill. That would be amazing. That would be dude. We're sitting there thinking about everything in Henry Cavill. That's why it has to be the right character. It has to be. Yeah. Even if he does, he might just say, "Nah, I'm good." I got screwed over a lot by being the king of nerds. So there's that with him, and then one last other kind of movie news is Tron Ares which would be the third movie of the Tron is officially in the works at Disney. Mm-hmm. Jared Leto is set to star. I saw that.
Yeah. No Jeff Bridges, no Garrett Hedlund, no Olivia Wilde, no Daft Punk, no Joseph Kosinski directing, and no deal.
And no Brian the Grizzly, because I'm not going to go see it.
Yeah, no deal. No deal. They can have it.
Yeah.
They can have it.
Yeah. The Tron Legacy had a lot of hate, but I thought it was good enough. It was fun.
I'm entertained every time I watch it. I think that's a criminally underrated movie, especially from a visual standpoint. And just even the scenes without the grid were just wonderfully directed. Everything about it I thought it keeps me entertained.
The problem was the CGI. I would rather that they kept the mask on. They should have kept the mask on the entire time, and you never know who it was, or know who it is, but you don't get to see it.
Yeah, the deep fake for Jeff Bridges was pretty bad, but other than that, from a visual standpoint, it was absolutely incredible overall.
Yeah.
Just a really great movie to look at, and Daft Punk absolutely crushed it with the soundtrack.
Daft Punk does that all the time. Come on.
Yeah. That movie was the reason I would advocate Joseph Kosinski to direct a Green Lantern movie. And you're replacing him, with the director of Maleficent 2, which I myself have not seen, but I saw the first one and that was
Mhm.
You know, and I know, you know, people have their opinions on Jared Leto. I'm fine with him personally, but just bring back the cast from Legacy and just carry on with Legacy. I
Yeah.
think I know years back they had planned a sequel to that, but they had pulled the plug on it, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
think was
heard
a
that.
bad idea. And I think it had to do something with like the commercial failure of Tomorrowland, which
Mm.
like
Which, but again, I thought that Tomorrowland was a pretty good movie. You know, like
Mhm.
it was fun because I didn't watch it until years after it came out, and then I think my girlfriend was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, that's like, you ever see it?" I'm like, "I never seen it," so we wound up watching it. So
I
I
like
liked it.
Tomorrowland.
Yeah,
I
that was fun
think
enough.
I
But
think yeah, I think it was fun enough. Like I think the execution was kind of, you know, it was hit or miss with people, but I was fine with Tomorrowland as a whole.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't mind it at
but
all. I didn't mind
yeah,
Tomorrowland.
yeah. But the deep fake technology that came in Tron Legacy, I think,
Mhm.
granted, it was very very early. Like
Mhm.
that was kind of a thing people were like just talking about. They did it. It had some issues, but also I want to say deep fakes, for good or bad, wouldn't have escalated higher without Disney kind of putting all that kind of technology, like really jump starting that technology up, like the way it did.
Mhm.
I mean, now you have fans doing deep fakes better than Disney, but Disney started it kind of.
All right, real quick for you guys. So, did you guys see that China's going to lift this ban on all the movies, all the Marvel movies?
I
So
did
in,
skim
All
that.
of them?
so in February, Wakanda Forever is going to premiere in China,
Mm-hmm.
and so is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
So what that can do, one, Wakanda Forever is going to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Done. It's gonna be
It's
at $1 billion.
literally gonna give it because Wakanda Forever is pretty much done. It ran its time because it's been long enough.
It's about 850 right now, 850
Yeah.
million. It's gonna be at $1 billion. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's goes without saying. We won't even remember that it was released like this when we're looking back in the past. Like it's gonna make exactly the same amount of money it made the first time. Ant-Man and Wasp is going to push. I really believe it's going to push 1.8, 1.9 billion dollars.
Billion.
I know I'm saying something crazy. I'm saying it's going to make an ungodly amount of money because of how big this movie could be. And who would have thought Ant-Man would be one of those high grossing movies? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if the movie it does well, if it does well critically and the fans like it, I can see it doing that well. If it's received with like mid kind of scores
it has
from
to be
mostly from the fans.
It has to be better than Multiverse of Madness. But if it's anything like Spider-Man, I can see it making an unbelievable amount of money.
There's a good chance it could make over $1 billion, especially like in China. They like
Ant-Man versus Wasp. I think it's going to make over $1 billion.
Yeah, yeah. Because when was the last time they did it was because of Spider-Man and No Way Home,
and that was released in China. That was just China. So now imagine a thing with Kang. We're finally seeing Kang like this, and you're gonna get in China, dude. I think it's gonna be one of those big numbers that no one really expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good with him. I just hope it's good. I hope it's as good as the trailers make it seem to be. But in China, I know they like a lot of the visual kind of stuff, and that obviously, at the very least, it looks pretty. It's gonna look super, super pretty. But I think the story's gonna be well enough. That fight scene of King and Ant-Man at the end was like, I don't know what's at the end of the trailer. I don't know if it's gonna be the end of the movie or what, but man, I mean that's pretty good. Seeing like what's his name, Paul Rudd, like kind of serious because Ant-Man's always been kind of goofy-ish. There it seems like he's gonna be like seriously fighting for something important,
his life or his family, his daughter. He made a bad decision once again, and it's affected everyone he loves.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. That's why I was finishing up.
Timeless. Did you get it? How was it? I saw it. I didn't.
Dude,
it was a one shot.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be good. This is
Yeah.
it's gonna be another one coming out. This is pretty good. It explains Kang pretty well, and the twist at the end, you're gonna really. He's got wait till next issue, but I think it's going to be very good. I think
very good.
You're going to find out that Kang is everywhere, and that's why it's important to be able to read this before you see the movie. You understand Kang a little bit more.
Yeah. I saw it and I wasn't sure. I'm like, I don't know. But
I read it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading it. Yeah. It's very Kangish.
Very Kangish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's pretty Kang centric, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
So some good news. Since we're talking about Ant-Man, we got the private theater again for Ant-Man. So
nice.
I'm super excited about that. I already spoke to the Cold Lord, so JR's in there. I know JR said he was going to talk to Dane, but I'm pretty sure those guys are going to join us because it's that theater is the one that they usually go to. When they watch the movies. You say this one you go to as well. I've been there once. It's probably a nicer theater than the one we went to. Same company, but I think the one we went to was a little bit more on the. It needed to have its remodel still.
It's off the beaten trail, but this is really nice. I enjoy being there.
Yeah, so it's definitely a nicer one. So still it's AMC obviously, but I'm pretty excited about it. So hopefully we get a couple more people. I know my mom wants to come, so definitely me and my mom, my sister, her boyfriend again. Hopefully we get the Cold Lords out there, you guys. So hopefully we get a bunch more people from the nerd huddle again. Try to get Fredo out. Have him come out and do something besides work.
Well, we have to see. That was too much. It's like work, not work. No, I can't do not work.
Yeah. So, but super excited about that, and we're seeing it that opening weekend, which I like. So definitely that Saturday. So, all right.
Probably gonna go like the day after because in IMAX 3D because I want to experience it that way.
No, I'm seeing it on Thursday already too in IMAX 3D.
I don't know if I want to see 3D, man, because 3D really kind of.
I have to experience.
It messes me up, man. I do want to see it in Dolby. Dolby because Dolby is so great, man. Like the sound, the look, everything is just so much crisp. Hey, we got Derpy. What is up?
What's up, Derpy?
All right, real quick. This is my weekly comic book run. Daily Neighborhood Spider-Man episode 4. This fourth one, good. It's pretty good. It's really good. I think this is my favorite one so far.
Ooh, the other ones were awesome, man. It's such a good run. Was it a 5-issue or 6-issue run?
I think it's a 6 issue. Yeah, but this fourth one, my favorite so far.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys, Alien. This entire series is amazing.
Oh,
the entire series is amazing. I mean, really, really well done. And then I went and got Captain America: Symbol of Truth. So and I've been wanting to read this for a while. Ultraman.
Very nice.
I've been trying to read it for a while, and then I grabbed some other stuff. It is Batman, Two-Face. This is one of the variant editions. They have a lot of variant editions of that one. So, and then I've been getting World Breaker, playing Hulk World Breaker. I got like all of them now.
Yeah. Well, there's only 5? They're on 5 or 4 or something like that.
There are 4. 1, 2,
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good story. I like it. See, I'm looking for these other trailers. So we're gonna do Scream and Bel-Air for sure. Pretty hyped about those two. And I think that's it. I didn't see anything else. Yeah.
Hey, that's
Nothing
funny.
else.
Derpy's right. Fellas, I don't know if you know this, but it's National Popcorn Day. I'm not sure that's what you are eating.
I did not know that.
I did have popcorn today. I did. My kids woke me up. Daddy, it's popcorn day because they get to get popcorn on popcorn day in school.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I have to pay for it. Give them all $1 bill. Like they get this little bag of popcorn for $1. Like, man, this is fundraising.
Do you just give them
killing?
do you just give them the bag of popcorn and like, here, tell your teacher to put this in the
put it in the microwave?
Oh man.
Here's $1. Buy a box of popcorn at the dollar store and tell your teacher to stop being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
The whole school does it. This is big fundraiser. They make thousands of dollars for the kids every day. We get to eat popcorn during the day. Yeah, so
yeah,
I definitely knew that.
So that's funny. I guess all the things you learn. I did want to get you guys' opinion before we move on to like some of the reactions and stuff like that. I saw Brandon. You said the Night Court remake, and I was like, what? Yeah. And I looked it up, and I did not know that was a thing. I did not know that was a thing.
Oh, really? You didn't know? Because
I didn't know there was a remake. Yeah,
for Big Bang Theory, which was another show that I watched every episode for. I was actually watching it right before we came down here again. So I think it's on season 8 TNT right now. So yeah, I was watching that. So I thought that's going to be really good. Or at least it piqued my interest. At least I don't know if it's going to be good.
The first episode was not, or the first 2 episodes were not bad.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So is it streaming or is it on TV? Because I
it's
think
on
it was
TV.
NBC.
I think it's NBC. Yeah, okay. and it's less of a reboot, more of a direct continuation from the original series.
Okay.
With like Harry's daughter taking over as the as the new Night Court judge.
New judge.
That's what she is. That's what Melissa is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean we can maybe every 5 episodes or something like that we can do a review. I do want to check it out, and see if it's worth, if you guys want to do a review on that one. Add that to the list of watch stuff. And then also came out today was that 90s show. And
which I haven't gotten around to watching just yet.
But
I think it said it was 22 episodes. Yeah.
Really, 22 episodes? Really?
I think that's what they said. So they're getting a full season, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's obviously Netflix, so they're all out right now.
Out there.
I do want to watch it. I do want to check that out. So if it's worth it, we can review that in a couple weeks.
I want to see what they do with the Hyde problem. How do they get rid of this? Not have Hyde there. Is he in jail, or is it someone?
Oh my God!
Or is it? That might be too much. But what if he became this great student and became an astronaut? He's actually out of space, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you believe he went to go populate the Mars?
It's only in the 90s, man. Yeah. What, 33 years later, we still haven't even gone to Mars. So, but I'm excited. I saw another clip of when they first introduced Kelso and Jackie. With Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. And that clip was pretty funny. I was like, oh man, that for me, it brought me right back to it. It brought me right back to the show, and I was like, okay, I'm a little more hyped because seeing Kelso and seeing Ashton Kutcher go back to that character, that he did so well. I'm like, okay, and then as soon as he said, "Damn, Jackie," I was like, I'm in. God damn it!
I'm sure he does that at home. He has to do that at home.
Guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
All right.
But she literally has to do that at home. I'm sure he does that. Like,
damn, Cunias, or I don't know.
Everybody got still say Jackie.
Yeah, so I saw that clip. I'm like, oh shit, man! That was instant. That damn nostalgia, man, instantly brought me back in. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, no, that's definitely gonna happen for me.
So one day it was half off or free at the theaters. Couldn't go. Ah, damn, for real? Free theater.
It's probably what happened today.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, definitely want to do that 90s show. Especially it being on Netflix, I want to check that out. And then the Night Court thing kind of caught me off guard. So, but yeah, there's a few other things. There's a whole Power Rangers 30 anniversary kind of
again, cool. You talking about nostalgia. Come on.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Come on. See all of them there? Oh my god. Right now.
Yeah. In that
is it
was like
too soon though?
No, because I think JDF would want it, and I'm not sure if he's in it, because in that little teaser, it was like 2.5 minute teaser or whatever it was, they talked about it. They show all the original Mighty Morphin with the Green Ranger. I was like, there's no way in hell like they would put somebody in that suit that's not JDF.
Yeah, they would. Not being the original Green Ranger.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I wonder if he recorded it.
No, I'm saying
before he died.
The Green Ranger is the new Green Ranger, brought them in to solve whatever problem we're at that this is happening.
I think it's supposed to be the original, or most of the original Mighty Morphin crew. I know they didn't bring in. I
mean, there's obviously two people that are missing. I mean,
yeah, Amy Jo Johnson is not in it. They brought the second version of the Pink Ranger in. I forgot what her name is. And Austin wasn't it Jason St. Austin, number his name is? Or no, Austin St. Johnson or something. I forgot what Saint whatever. The original Red Ranger.
Yeah,
Amy and Austin. There you go. Which kind of sucks, man, because Austin has been back like at least like 3-4 times already. So I don't know why he went in.
If it was it might be too soon for him, especially because all the arguments they've had together.
Maybe because if they did bring in JDF, maybe Austin was like, I'll skip out on this.
I don't think the JDF, if he was in it, they will tell you that he was going to be in it.
I don't know, man, because that would be a really good surprise.
Yeah, but you would want, marketing wise, you would want that out there.
Or would you do it right before, like the last trailer before it releases? You know what I mean? Because it looks like he takes off his helmet because he's there, and there's a part where it looks like they're all taking off their helmet, and I'm like, there's no way it can't, especially after his passing, you can't put somebody else in the Green Ranger. Like, you can't.
I just don't know.
Yeah, Austin St. John, man, he's a little much at times. Him and JDF had a lot of issues, but which Amy was a part of it. I do too. I think she put a tweet out that she didn't say no to the project. Brand breaking. She didn't say no to the project, but she didn't like what they wanted to do. And then I think that was it. They're just like, okay, well, never mind then. Which kind of sucks. Because seeing the original 6, well, now 5 Mighty Morphin, that would be the ultimate. We're getting Adam. I think we're getting Rocky. I think the younger girl in the poster is Trini's daughter, which is kind of cool. So
I wonder how they'll handle that.
Yeah. So, but I'm excited, man. I love Power Rangers. Like I said, I was watching Power Rangers with my son the other day. Well, the other day, like a while ago now. And
this is how you gotta do it like this. It's morphing time.
Yeah. I still want all those damn toys. I mean, I got Voltron up here, which is awesome. I need a Megazord to match with him. Yeah, I need it.
I want the flute. That's all I want.
The flute is pretty awesome. Yeah. So yeah, the merchandising was awesome because the toys, all the accessories, all that stuff was cool, super cool. I would never say I don't care. I just want Ivan Ooze back at some way, considering Zed is back. Yeah, Ivan Ooze though, he never showed up in the show, right?
No,
I don't think so. That was just a movie dude.
that was just a movie. He was great though.
Yeah, I don't think Frankie's in it. I'm reading all this stuff. I don't think he's in it.
You don't think so? I mean, I wouldn't.
He notably missing from the casting announcement is JDF.
JDF.
Yeah,
that would have been such a perfect way to like actually like respects him and honor him. It's like here's the like one last time, the big hype 30 years later kind of thing, and but it sucks, man.
Just missed opportunities and there's things that just I don't
know. When I heard that about him, that one, like usually a lot of celebrity deaths don't really. I don't say I don't care because it sucks, but they don't bother me. Like JDF was one that really bothered me. Because one, he was always at all these different things I was at. He was always at like maybe not C2E2, but he was at a lot of Comic Cons and a lot of like Wizard Worlds and stuff like that. He loved his fans. I loved watching videos of him. I think I gave some money to help out with that Legend of the White Dragon movie he was doing.
That's awesome.
He loved the fans and he loved being loved by the fans kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
And that's very rare to find because usually a lot of celebrities like, I don't want to be known as this, and he's like, no, I am the Green
Ranger.
Really
embraced it.
Yeah.
I don't. They're not going to lose Skywalker. I don't think so.
Full Skywalker.
I don't think so. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We still late 2023. We got some time. So.
Yeah. But cool stuff though, man. I'm pretty excited about that. Little Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been following all the backstories now. I think I follow the Sixth Ranger channel. What's the other? There's another one I follow that does a lot of comic book and a lot of stories and stuff like that. So, like how it all ties the newer stuff together, which is cool.
I'm all for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
okay.
Yeah. All right. Anything else about some trailers?
Yeah, I'm ready for trailers.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What's it, fellas? Do we have
top
five seasons? Oh man.
Power Rangers.
I'd have to reach very far back. That was before I really started numbering it in my mind in terms of seasons and paying attention to when a season began. And so to ask.
Be honest, I probably only watched 5 seasons of Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
See, I thought that too, but on Netflix, the way they have it broken down, I was like, oh, I thought all of this was season 1. Like they have it like, oh no, season 1, 2, and 3. I'm like, oh, I thought that was all one.
That's
season.
How I was looking at it.
Yeah, they break it down.
I see how it's broken down because I'm like, for 4 years that's all I watched. So I don't know, like, but
I definitely Mighty Morphin is the best.
Mighty Morphin Power.
The originals. Yeah, I think when they brought in the White Ranger, I thought that was good too. Obviously, the newer guys were pretty cool too. Mm-hmm. Zeo wasn't bad. I didn't mind Zeo.
Zeo was okay,
especially when they brought Austin back in as the Gold Ranger. And he was a pretty bad. That was a badass suit though too. It didn't work out though. It kind of sucks.
Then after that, after that, it was what, Turbo, I think.
Like Turbo. That's what I fell off.
I don't know. I wished Power Rangers would grew up with us. I think that would have been better if it would have grew with us as we got older. It got older and the content got older.
The comic books get older. The comic books really do some crazy stuff. Like you learned Zordon's backstory and Zed's backstory, where they were like BFFs kind of shit. Like Zed was kind of a good guy, but then they tie in like other things from all the other seasons with like backstory stuff. The comics are pretty good if you're a fan of the Power Ranger stuff, because they are, obviously look at Lord Draken. That was not like kiddie stuff, So him killing whole universes and shit.
That Lord Draken was Kang.
Yeah, basically.
He was Kang. That's it.
Yeah, going in. See, so he's got the different iterations. Like Mighty Morphin definitely is mine. Time Force was pretty good. Space was good. I like Space because they kill Zordon in space, which is like, you're like, what the F? Dino Thunder was cool because you get back JDF as a Ranger again. The old man Ranger, which was weird. That was
yeah, I've only seen 3 of these. I've only seen Mighty Morphin, Dino Thunder, and Space. I've never seen Time Force. I've never seen Lightspeed. Yeah,
SPD was kind of silly. Like their Zordon was like a dog, like a giant dog in a cop uniform. It was kind of stupid. It was very silly. It was very silly.
I'd say that was around the time I kind of checked out from it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I also would have checked out too. I've been like, check please.
Yeah. Something Fury. The Fury one was pretty good. I can't think of it. That was pretty good too. But yeah, Time Force. I love that. Yeah, Hug at the end because of 2001 censored. People won. I love that one so much. If it wasn't for the hug at the end, I'm trying to remember what happened in Time Force.
Yeah, I can't remember a whole lot of it either.
I remember Space.
I think Dino Thunder, Space, and Mighty Morphin. The 3 I got.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
At the end of Space, like one of them kills Zordon, and when he kills Zordon, it gets rid of all the evil in the universe. So Zed becomes human, Rita becomes like normal. Everyone else gets dusted. It was really weird. But yeah, and then they make Zed like a super Chad, like he's got a polo with like a sweater wrapped around the sweater around his neck.
Really?
Yeah.
He made him into Carlton, huh?
Jen and West. It was good. So the new one looks pretty good too. I like the new whatever teaser uniforms they did for all the new stuff, but I don't know. But yeah, we'll talk more when that comes out for sure. All right, let's watch some of these trailers.
Yeah, we need to. I was like, man, already an hour. I haven't even talked about either of the 2 things. Well, okay.
I know. All right, get that ready. All right. Scream first. Let's go.
Scream. Yeah.
All right.
Because I know B hasn't seen it yet. So.
All right. Let's get it going. All right. Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandman Brandon and Brian the Grizzly. What's up?
How's it going, guys?
Good. We're gonna get ready for a Scream movie. I was trying to think of a pun, and that didn't work too well. Scream VI, which is what, Scream 6, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, man. It's coming out sometime this year. Let's watch this trailer. Yeah. It's pretty soon too, which is kind of crazy because I feel like Scream 5
we just got one.
Out.
Yeah. They turn these around like crazy. All right.
You got Jenny Ortega's in it, so you gotta like ride that wave as quick as possible. So, but let's check it out.
All right. That was actually pretty interesting. So they'll kill all people like at the beginning. This is gonna be like the original Scream, where you're like, oh, Drew Barrymore, dead. Like at the beginning. This is gonna happen.
They're just killing everybody.
Courtney Cox is gone. Like 15 minutes into the movie, I'm telling you, this is happening.
Yeah, maybe. Oh no, because maybe.
Yeah, they show her talking with the main with the main group of kids.
All the other cast.
But that's why I think this is happening at the beginning. I think they're going to show her like trying to gather them and have this epic moment. And we're not going to take this anymore. We're going to put this together, and next thing you know, she's going to get eaten by a shark.
Evil dies tonight.
in her Samuel L. Jackson moment. That moment we, oh yeah, you got a gun, I got a gun too. I'm gonna shoot you in the head. Dead, dead, dead.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Jason Takes Manhattan all over again. Yeah, that is a good comparison.
Yeah, that's how I've been looking at it. Ghostface Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
Still not sure how I feel about Nev Campbell not being in it.
Yeah.
I think to exclude her is kind of disrespectful, and it was all because they were going to lowball her pay wise. For this one, so she said screw that, which I can't really blame her for.
She had a percentage of a gate, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The new main cast, I like some of them. The lead character of Sam Carpenter, I think she's just a very flat, kind of weak character, and it doesn't help that the actress who plays her, Melissa Barrera, isn't great. She was probably
said
the
at the
weak
beginning.
link.
As soon as it, I don't like her.
Yeah,
I'd say I don't like her. I said she's a bad actress.
You did say that, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, and I thought it was I thought it was a fluke. I always had like this personal policy where I'll watch at least 2 to 3 movies with an actor to decide if there's if they're a bad actress or not. I watched this other thing with her on Netflix a couple months ago where she played like a lawyer or something like that, and she's just not great. I hate to say it, but
what's your favorite?
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. It's cool that Hayden Panettiere's back as Kirby. It was very relieving to see that she survived Scream 4, even though I have a feeling she's not going to survive this one.
Well, they don't kill all type of people. This what's going to happen. I mean, you're going to have
kill all the old cast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these mother effing Ghostface, mother effing Scream sequels. What is it called? Stab though, right? In their universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying because I brought the Samuel Jackson moment, you know.
Yeah.
The Deep Blue Sea. Which is like my favorite moment. That's my favorite moment out in any movie. When you see the close up and everyone's listening to him and we're like, oh man, I'm getting inspired. Here we go. This is my Coach Carter moment. And then this shark just comes and eats him. They ate me.
That was I remember watching that just laughing because that was so funny.
I remember slowing it down on my VHS, like slowing it down. Let's go slower.
Yeah. That's bad. But yeah, what's up with the guns? Like I was kind of like, I'm like, what? Like I feel like that this changes the whole character of Ghostface.
But I mean, it's in Manhattan. You're not gonna just stab some people in Manhattan. I don't know if you guys seen. I've seen movies where people stab themselves just to show how tough they are. I mean, come on, you can't be. This is New York. You can't just be come in with a knife. Like you can't be in Chicago like Candyman. Like you can't be out there just. I said it. Damn it.
Yeah. You got 2 more times.
I made it.
Now say it 2 more times.
I made it all these years without saying it. You know, it's terrible.
Now say it 4 more times.
Nope. Nay, isn't it? Literally, it hasn't happened in 20 years. It's just
we're gonna do what in community. So real quick, I did a little side story in the show Community. They say Beetlejuice 3 times in 3 different episodes, and the 3rd time somebody says Beetlejuice, he walks like in the background. I'm like, I was gonna cut you funny. Out saying it 4 or 5 times, and then just have like.
There's no way. Like, you'll have to be the same one. In all the years that we're gonna be doing this, I would never say it 3 times. It just won't happen.
Yeah, it's funny, but yeah, this looks bad. It doesn't look great.
I don't know.
It seemed like the studio just kind of put a rush on it last year because Scream 5 made them so much money. So I just feel like they just kind of put a rush on it for greed purposes. Whether or not it's good as obviously has yet to be seen, but you know, they were pretty quick after a couple weekends of the first one or Scream 5 to put this to nail down a release date for this
it's out already, like March 10th. What?
Yeah.
Like it takes more time to cut a movie then they're making it, cut it, and release it in that time it takes to cut. Like, I mean, that's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
blows my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it's hilarious how for whatever reason they couldn't be bothered to call the last one just Scream 5, even though in my head canon it is Scream 5. Calling it the same exact thing that they called the first movie. I wish that trend would just die, by the way. And now this one's Scream 6.
Yeah.
They probably heard you say it. They're like, yeah, when Brand Man says it, we just gotta go with it.
Wasn't it in Scream the M? Like part of it was read out to make a V that symbol, like it was 5, but it was never had the official title of Scream 5. Even though they did that in the posters, you know, they had the Scream and then the M. You know, I guess part of it was
the middle part
like
of the
V.
M was a V.
Yeah. You know, so I was like, why you would do that in the poster, but you're not calling it. That was
at AMC. It said Scream 5.
Yeah, I had to, right? Yeah.
Pretty much had to, right?
Not confuse any people, but yeah. You know, maybe it's the acting. At least for the writing, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, I mean, besides the first one, the rest of the writings were kind of.
It's gonna be hard for it to make a dent in this movie market. I mean,
yeah,
March is a badass month. All the movies that are coming out in March, that's just unbelievable. As he said, we got Creed 3. That's gonna blow my mind with Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan. Come on, man, I'm there, like, for real. That's crazy. And then, I believe John Wick does come out in March. John Wick, I might see John Wick 4 times. I might literally see it 4 times. Like I might just keep on going. I might see all 3 and then see the 4th, like back-to-back weekends. Like it's going to happen.
I can't wait for that one. This one, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna see it in the theaters. I might.
It sounds the Netflix special, guys. Netflix special.
Yeah. I mean, we got like Luther the Fallen Son is supposed to come out on Netflix. That the same 65 is coming out in March. Shazam's coming out in March.
Oh my
God. Don't worry about Shazam.
John Wick.
He said they're gonna delay it. Don't worry.
They're gonna delay it. They're gonna delay everything to like December and just do like all the DC movies come out in 1 week.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Dungeons of Dragons comes out in March too.
Yeah, this is not a good month for them.
Really entertaining.
Yeah, I don't see a weekend that it would win. I guess the weekend it's coming out, March 10th. I mean, they don't got really anything else.
No, but because people are still going to be seeing Creed.
Yeah. Creed comes out the week before.
They'll still be going to go see that.
Because then if it doesn't win opening weekend, it's not going to win the following weekend with 65 and Shazam coming out, and then after that, by the 3rd week, when like Dungeons of Dragons come out, people are gonna forget about Scream.
I wish there's a DraftKings for me to put a bet on Scream never being the top 3 at any point in time during the I'm going to say Ant-Man is still going to beat Scream when Scream comes out.
It's still like be above it.
It still be above it. Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, and then April Super Mario. The whole month for April is gonna be crazy too. Like, May to July is insane. It's just gonna be a good year for movies. I guess in March it did come out. They should have put it in probably January. It should have been a January movie.
Exactly.
Should have been a January movie. Look what Megan did well because it was a January movie and it was fighting against an Avatar that's already been out for 4 weeks. So you're gonna maybe not beat Avatar, but get some good money. Which it did. So, I think that would, if Scream was released this month, it would have won the month. But
I'm cutting that up, Brandon. Just so you know, I'm cutting that up right there. So you know.
What?
You'll see for 3 seconds. I saw it,
dude. I am like deathly exhausted. I've gotten so like little sleep the entire week. I'm like struggling to stay awake over here.
All right. Well, with that being said, we'll move on. I think we said everything we need to say about this one.
Yeah. We need to hurry.
All right. All right. Cool. So that's it for Scream 6. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're watching on replay, if you're watching live, stick around. We're going to do a few more things. But if you're just watching general, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button, whether on the replay or on live. We appreciate it. But we are going to move on to another trailer. All right. We'll do another trailer.
We're doing it real quick.
Yeah.
Go get some to drink real quick, because I need your 15 more minutes. Come on.
That's what I was doing a minute ago.
You gotta drink it. That's the problem.
I did drink it.
The whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I take a 30-minute power nap. I always hated naps, and then I had a baby. I was like, 30 minutes of sleep helps.
Hey, when I was having the flu, I couldn't breathe in the middle of this time. Like for 2 days, I didn't sleep longer than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like I literally could not sleep, because as soon as I laid down, I was so swollen, I could not breathe. So I did not sleep longer than an hour for 4 days straight. Like I just had a nap today. That's like the first time I had good sleep. That's why I have energy now.
Yeah. Good sleep does a lot. All right. Let's watch Bel-Air.
Bel-Air, and then we'll kick Brandon out. I gotta let him go to sleep, man. I feel so bad.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandman Brandon and Brian the Grizzly, and we have another trailer we're gonna watch tonight. This one is Bel-Air Season 2, which I think we're all super hyped about this.
Oh yeah,
right.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, us with our reviews and our comparison did super well on the channel. We didn't expect it. We just enjoyed it, and we're definitely gonna probably do that again when it drops. So, but this is the first trailer, I believe, that we're getting for it.
Yep. It's the first time we get any type of look into what Season 2 is going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I'm interested.
Super excited. Let's check out the trailer and then talk about it for a little bit.
Go.
Hello, new world. My whole life was based on a lie. Can't go back to the way things were.
A real man doesn't avoid hard things. He faces what scares him.
Will. Get dressed and buckle up, fool. Yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi.
We need to talk. The house just isn't the same when
Will's not home. It's a real world outside. What's going on, Will? Just want to take care of myself. Got me staying in South LA. Where'd this money come from? Just a couple street ball games, no big deal. You step in the what? Okay, now I'm worried.
I did what I did for Will's sake.
Let's Philly Will is back, baby.
But he's reverting back to his old ways.
Let's go. There's this big time scout, and he's helped a lot of dudes get to the coast.
That fancy Bel-Air team got you and your game. So if you come work with me, sky's the limit.
$250,000, hell if I know.
we need to talk about our partnership.
You're a boss. I'm just trying to bring it out.
You don't set the tone. She's gonna keep on walking all over you.
I was trying to be someone different. The BSU, the protests, all people see are my mistakes.
Never ever let anyone try to change you.
Can't believe you're going back so soon.
Well, babe, you know I can't sit still for too long.
When is it my time to feel valued? I wish to create a legacy where we are represented.
I think it's time you take the gloves off, baby.
Right, Carlton?
Colton!
Oh, come on, Carlton.
Ass.
We can't be friends anymore.
We can't do this to you. Fight for your principles.
I have anxiety trying to fit into this goddamn Bel-Air bubble.
We all need to step up. You got any Jeffrey wisdom?
None that you want to hear.
Not bad at all.
Good teaser.
Mhm.
I'm with
Little
it. I'm
hint
with
that
where
with
they're
things.
going with that. I'm super with this.
Same.
Man.
With Will kind of reverting back to like his Philly kind of
Oh, he needs to get his ass whooped.
attitude.
Yeah, which is something that they kind of he had like a very will I won't I kind of approach to that last season throughout, where he was ready to go home quite a few times. So we'll see what happens this time.
Look, Will is a crybaby. He need to get his ass whooped.
Oh yeah, this version
That's
of
what I want.
Will.
I want to see him. You know, the opening credits of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where he's getting spun around on the basketball court. Yeah, that's what he needs. He needs to get his ass whooped. That's what needs to happen. That's where we're gonna get some good Will action. So yeah, Carl say, "You're scaring me." Yeah, no, he's gonna get his ass whooped. And then they go see Carl come in. They were like, "You ever see the episode where Carl does L.A. better than Will?" And Will's like, "Yeah, you gotta come home. We gotta send him home."
I remember that.
That's what we're gonna get from Carl. Carl's gonna whoop somebody's ass. You ever see a black
it
man
looks like
dealing with all that stuff with dealing with anxiety and all of it just gets released on somebody? Yeah, you don't push that dude around. You don't push that guy around. You push him one last time, and then next thing you know, you see what he's been doing to be good at lacrosse. He's been doing 8,000 pull-ups. I don't know how many pull-ups. Like, I'm a strong dude. I could bench 400 pounds, but I only could do 15 pull-ups. So that dude that's in the gym that does 40 pull-ups, be afraid of him. That's the guy you gotta be afraid of. That's Carlton. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I like Carlton's like arc this whole season. I thought his was the most interesting, from the beginning to the end was like very different. It was interesting at the very least. So, but yeah, I'm excited.
Definitely
Man.
the most
looks
interesting
good.
character on the show. Yeah, I think it looks good too. Like I've said in the past, drama was the way to go with this fresh take on Fresh Prince. Otherwise, it would have just come off as a cheap imitation of the original. So I'm happy that they completely switched gears and we're going down the drama road.
What do you think about bringing the old Ashley into this?
Is she gonna be a teacher? She's probably a teacher or a counselor or something, right? I mean,
counselor definitely for the new Ashley, because she's the one character that was missing something.
Yeah. She never really had her arc. All she was like, she just came out as like
questioning. She didn't know what she was, and she's questioning that, and she's gonna have that counselor. But does that give it enough depth to the character? I don't know, because I mean, Hillary is gonna be interesting problems. When you try to grow and you say, "Oh, you're the boss," even one time someone calls you boss, that means they're trying to usurp you. So that's what it is. When they call you, you're a boss. No, you're not boss. You just say you are our leader. I can look to respect you, but I can't. Anytime someone's calling you boss like that, it's always a kind of problem. It's like a backhanded, compliment. Like, so she's gonna have problems. And just like how what he was saying, and like, hey, you better put that line out there. You gotta set that line out there. Just like Jeff was like, hey,
was that saying? Jazz was saying that.
Jazz was saying it. Yeah. He's like, hey, you gotta put that. You gotta make that line. Yeah, it has to be known. Where you can go and where you can't go.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a boss, you gotta be a boss. Can't be a friend and a boss. That's two different things.
By the way, guys, not to cut this short, I'm sorry. I am going to sleep.
Yeah. All right, man.
I'm trying to sit up. I am asleep. I'll talk to you guys later. I wanted to make it to Mayfair Witches, but I'm like, I got to get to bed. I've gotten like almost no sleep this week.
I feel you. I really do.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye. See ya.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, this trailer was a good trailer. I don't think it gave anything away, and it just kind of showed you where some of these characters are at and where they need to go, which I like.
It gives Will something else, because now he's not gonna have anything holding him to the school, and if sports, you have the AAU culture, that culture where I'm going to snatch you. I'm gonna snatch you from that culture and say, hey, you're soft. I'm gonna show you how to be this other thing now. That's gonna be an interesting arc with him. Is it gonna take his mom coming back down to snatch his butt back? Like, I ain't sent you out here to do this.
Yeah. Or even like, I didn't let you stay out here. You know what I mean? I think that brought you home because I could have brought you home and you could have been just back, but you wanted to be out here because you wanted to be something different. But he's not. He's being out there back to what he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it defeats the purpose of why she let him.
I'm gonna follow my own way. You know what happened when last time you followed your own way? You pulling out guns, and I gotta send you to LA. So how about you shut up and do something else?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look at Martin.
He's out there. Always on. It's in a sleep stream.
Hey, I learned it from you. I learned now.
I learned it from you, Dad.
What I did is I no longer have to have a green screen. I just have the real thing. It's just what it is now.
I know. Erica came to me. She goes, "Oh, you need to up your background. Like Brian's making you look bad." Yeah, so she's a little jealous of your background.
Come on, I've been in your house. You can't say that. I know what's coming. I know what's really there. I know what's there.
I have no place. I have no place.
You don't have enough room for you to have all the stuff you have.
Yeah, but I have 2 boxes worth of all my stuff. Everything back here is mostly Erica's. Mostly. I mean, this half is mine. Like all my stuff, but yeah. But you're on every damn show.
It's unfortunately true. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, when did it say it was coming out? February 23rd?
23rd, I believe said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be checking. How are we gonna have enough time? I'm glad it's coming out in February.
Yeah.
When we get into March, it's gonna be hitting me all the time with something with all those movies that are coming out. So thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you know yet. That look right there, oh my God. I've gotten that so many times that when you go for the kiss.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Like, oh man, I did something wrong now. Whatever I did, I'm sorry.
It seems like it's the same thing though. At least the trailer makes it seem like it's the same thing. It's like you're not letting her
shine.
Be her, let her do her thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. Him giving up his what?
Political ambition,
political career, for her, but then just replacing it with going back to work. It's like, well, you didn't do anything. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but what do you expect him to do? What do you expect him to just do?
Yeah.
You wanted to be at home just twiddling his thumbs? I'm gonna let you shine. I need to go to work. I still have to work something.
Yeah,
and that's a hard thing to even try to figure out. That how do I let you shine without me being nothing? I still have to be able to do something
without letting me be able to. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm Jeffrey. Looks like he's gonna come back. Well, maybe not back to the house right away, but at least he's gonna be in the show, which I'm super happy. It looks
like he's gonna be watching out for them. He's like, I'm trying to watch out for Will, but Will is just a problem right now. So I don't know.
Yeah. February's gonna be good. Just a lot of good stuff, man. This whole year, this is the year that I think people expected last year to be with entertainment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's all coming this year. But yeah, man, super excited about it.
I definitely like it. I'm hoping that we're going to really be able to enjoy this. So, we'll see.
Yeah, my only concern is I hope they don't repeat the thing of Uncle Phil coming to save Will again. I was like, we did that already. Like Will needs to save Will at this point. You know what I mean? So, Uncle Phil already did what he could have done and saved him. From a very bad situation. Here, maybe it's not as bad. Maybe he just gets beat up or something like that, and he's not gonna go to jail for murder or all the crazy whatever season 1 was gonna be. But he still, I think, Will needs to save Will and realize he's part of the family. I don't know.
See, the thing is, I think Will has to come. Will can't save Will. He's a kid. He's 17 years old, and a 17-year-old little black kid is like, for me, the most annoying thing on the planet. I have my cousins, my nephews, like I love them. They're the most annoying thing. I have this personal story. I have this one nephew who might be one of the best athletes out of my family. I have family that's going to play basketball, play football. done all type of things. He might be the best athlete I've ever seen. He's probably the fastest. He's probably gonna be a great like track kid. But he doesn't want to put anything into it. And that's what you get when you have that 17-year-old brain. They can't save themselves, but you can't save them because they have to ask for help.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the season has to be. They have to realize I can't do this on my own. I have to ask you for the help and be willing to open up to listening, because I can't continue to put that out there without you coming to me and saying, how can I help?
Yeah. It's not doing it on your own, or but it's figuring out that you can't do it on your own. That's the issue.
That's what it is to be an adult, and that's hard.
Yeah. As 16, 17, 18-year-old kid, it's like, oh, I don't need it. I can do it on my own. And then, eventually you start to realize, oh, I can't. I figure out that you need the help. So that's just life. Lil Brian.
It is. He's so me. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I look at him, I'm like, it's every mistake that's about to happen. Is the stuff that I did. I see it in the future.
Yeah.
It's like, oh boy.
Don't do that.
He's gonna go to a Big Ten school. He's gonna get big headed. He's gonna get knocked down. I can see it all happening. It's all happening.
There you go. You hear that thing? Let's get rich and make a new show instead of Little Bill called Lil Brian.
Hey, we're gonna sue you then, because it's gonna be. I'm like, hey, it's already him. I see it. It's already happening.
And it's like it'd be like Lil Brian. He's still like 5'10", 8th grade.
Right before it happened. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He's going to Michigan this weekend, and I'm wishing him luck.
Nice.
On a live stream, he's going to Michigan. He's probably going to blow people out of the water.
Yeah, he's tryouts and stuff.
No, he's running track, so I think he's going to run the 60, the 200, the 60, 100, the 200. He's not strong enough to do anything else right now, so that's probably the 3 he's going to do. But he has a course record for a couple of tracks right now, so I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But it's that 18-year-old kid. 17, 18-year-old kid think you know everything, and you have to reach out for that help. Until they do that, you got to let them kind of live their life. And I think that's where we're going to see with Will. He's at that point where you have to wait for him to say, I need this help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Until then, you got to kind of let him, blow in the wind
Figure
a little bit. Yeah. I don't know how he's still affording Bel-Air Academy. But
I'm sure Phil's got to be at least paying for school. At least paying for school. He's like, I ain't paying for your lifestyle, but I'll pay for school. I can see that at least. Where like
back and forth. The
some kind of
probably has enough money to get live his life. They're trying to let him figure out his life, and it's hard to do that and still be a teenager.
Yeah. I mean, figuring out life at 22, 23.
Yeah.
Let alone 16, 17, still in high school. Pfft, what?
With money? Ugh.
Yeah, with money. Yeah. So, but cool, man. Yeah, we are excited. We'll definitely do a weekly reaction to that. We'll add that to the list. We love season 1, man. And then the way it ended, I'm so excited for season 2. So.
I know one thing. No, I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna say. Never mind.
You can't leave a tease like that.
No. I know one thing Will won't be doing.
We won't be doing?
Yep. He ain't gonna say, he's not gonna say Jada's name. He's gonna keep putting Will Smith's name.
Yeah.
As Eddie Murphy says, you don't put it. Hey, there's 3 things you don't do in LA. Third thing is put Will Smith's wife's name in your mouth. I'm telling you, you don't do it.
That's funny. I didn't even think about that. All right. With that, let's move on to something else. So if you're watching live, we appreciate it. Stick around. We're going to do some other reviews. If you're watching on replay, thank you. Hit that sub button, hit that like button. Let us know what you think about the Bel-Air season 2 trailer. Are you excited about it? Are you excited about Bel-Air? All that good stuff. But leave a comment. Let us know. And we are going to move on.
Let's watch it weekly, and please bring your reactions to it. I want to see all the comments about it. This is one of those things that you want to see what other people are thinking, because it's going to bring out those type of reactions.
Yeah, I think season 1 snuck up on some people. I think now a lot of people watched it and they're kind of like,
okay, I like this.
Ready
like
to like get into it a little more. And I think season 2 is gonna get a lot more popular.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
So, but cool. Let's move on to another topic. All right. Bring this down real quick.
I was gonna say he's not gonna slap anybody, but I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't say that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And then I was like, yeah, at this point, whatever, I'm pot committed. Yeah, I gotta go. It doesn't matter. For better or worse.
It'd be that meme, that one guy like slaps everybody and walking up. It'd be Will in the show.
Oh,
what you
man.
say?
Like he's getting that award banquet is about to be for him being the MVP of the season, and he just goes around and just sees somebody say something about it, and he just slaps him. Like, and then the season it goes to face to black, and it says too soon.
Too soon.
I promise you, it won't end that way.
Yeah, no way. No way.
Oh.
Yeah. There's some other stuff, but nothing too big. I think those were the big ones. That should be good.
We can do episode 3. I think we do that, Brandon. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. Man, I don't want to say we could try to go on early because I don't know if I can go on any earlier than 9:00 with my schedule Monday through Friday. That's the only thing that sucks, man. I mean, if you guys want to go on early and do some stuff, and then I'll come in at 9.
We'll miss some stuff too, and that's the other thing.
Yeah. Although we did spend an hour talking about like other little news here and there and stuff.
Yeah, we probably should have jumped right into it, but we'll save the news to the end. That's what we did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. What was I doing? All right. Yeah, we'll get into Mayfair witches.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brian the Grizzly. What is up?
What's up? Hey, yeah, I just watched Mayfair Witches like maybe 3 hours ago, so it's fresh in my mind.
Same. Yeah, I don't know. So it's the second episode. People were saying it wasn't as good as the pilot, which usually tends to happen. I don't think it was bad.
Second episode, wasn't it the third?
Second episode was it definitely set up a lot more stuff if that was what you're into. But we'll get into it towards the end, when we talk maybe a little more spoilery stuff. But the way this episode ended was great. It was so good.
Oh, that's why. Okay, so you're talking about episode 2. We about to start.
Yeah, episode 3 is on AMC Plus.
I already saw episode 3. That's why I was like, oh man.
Yeah, so I haven't seen episode 3. I don't have AMC Plus.
Afterwards, we'll talk about this. You're gonna have episode 3.
Okay. All right. So we're just doing episode 2, which came out on AMC on TV Sunday.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So
all
we'll
right,
do that.
Episode 2. Okay, now I'm like, because I was like, episode 3 was a banger.
Okay. All right. I mean, you know what? Episode 3 better be or episode 3 better be a banger, because the way episode 2 ended, I want it now. I'm like, damn, like, should I get AMC Plus? Because
like literally, I'll give you the $5 for it so you can enjoy because episode 3 was like, oh wow. So
okay,
but episode 2, yeah, okay,
2.
Right.
Yeah,
because did we ever talk about episode 2?
No, just episode 1. I think, right? Yeah, I believe it was just episode 1 because because it's only a weekly and they only released the first episode.
Man, I feel like me and Brandon talked about episode 2. Oh man, okay.
Yeah,
So I watched episode 3 like right before the show. I was like, whoa, because it came right after that big thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That's the only thing is like, I AMC Plus is doing that, and I'm like, it's kind of annoying, because people are already talking about the next episode because they have AMC Plus, which you get the week ahead. Which I'm like, come on, man, like, So I try to avoid spoilers with the like Interview the Vampire and stuff like that too.
That was hard.
Yeah. But we'll see episode 2.
Let's do this over. I got it.
You want to start over? All right.
Yeah, let's do this over.
We're on the same page. All right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly. What is up?
Hey, how's it going? Yes. Oh, man, this is gonna be good. I mean, was it the Dark Place? So that's what we're talking about, episode 2.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
The Dark Place. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was okay episode, but the ending was the best. The ending is what I'm super excited for.
You saw it coming. It was like coming towards you. You're like,
did you? I did not see it coming.
Oh
like,
no, I
did.
Episode
2, 3.
There's no way. Yeah, I was like, okay, here I see this coming. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna let them meet. There's no way they're gonna let them meet. Oh, wait a minute, they're getting closer. And I was like, oh no, what the hell's about to happen? And then the door opens, and she's smiling, and she's like, Mom. And then, like, literally, the only thing that could have been worse is her body just slides off to the side.
Just sad face.
Just the only thing that could have been worse than seeing it. It reminded me of Smile. That's what I was looking like. Oh my God. That's why.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess full on spoilers, because the rest of this episode was okay. It was a lot of setup. Nothing major, major happened. What's her name? Deidre wind up waking up. She saw Lasher, and Lasher kind of helped her wake up. I have a question though. The doctor, Dr. Lamb, which is also kind of funny because just like Lamb is a sacrificial kind of creature, and I'm like, okay, I saw what they did there. But does Dr. Lamb do what he did because he thought this poor woman needed help, or because he knew who she was and stuff like that? Like, was he in on it, or was he just trying to be a nice person?
I believe we're going to see towards, in more episodes, that we're going to see that there's not just their world, because we're in episode 2 of their world, but their world is still within the world of that we're living in also. So there are going to be people looking out from the outside, seeing what's going on there, wanting to get more answers. And I believe he's someone who's on the outside knew the rumors, because everyone knows the rumors of what's going on with these supposed witches. He's on the outside looking at it like, maybe I can do something to affect it. Maybe there's something going on. I need to find out what she's about. And I'm going to not give her the drug to give her to wake up. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah. But yeah, so she finally woke up, and then her and Lasher, I think so in the beginning, what the hell was that about? Because in the beginning, it cuts to what year was it? Like 16 something. Yeah, I forgot what year it was. It was like a long time ago. It was two women picking flowers.
Beginning of the line, the beginning of the Mayfair line.
The Mayfair line.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a lot of sex in this show, man. And
just randomly.
I did not expect that. Like because you see a guy in the background. I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? He's gonna and then she the older lady sends away the younger woman that she's kind of training about like different flowers and stuff like that. And then it cuts to her doing the sexual act with him. She didn't look happy about it either. And then it just like cut to crows flying, and then it just went away. I was like, oh, I'm sitting there like, what? What was that?
What does that have to do at all with these two girls coming back from picking the flowers? They're like,
oh man, yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then it gets into like the story with Deidre and stuff like that. Yeah, Deidre and Rowan.
I think it has to do with. Was it Emma Rose and Suzanne? I believe this is going to be about the line and how, and we'll see in more episodes why this line is so special and why what's his name has so much power over them.
Lasher.
Why is he connected to for this Mayfair line?
Yeah.
Specifically, the great grandmother, the grandmother, the mother, and then what she calls Rowan's mother too. So
biological mother.
Biological mother.
Yeah. Man. But I'm kind of confused on Lasher. Like, is he the devil? Is he a demon? Is he just a powerful witch himself?
Warlock? Is he a warlock?
I don't know how they're gonna what he is, because he has a lot of power. Obviously, a lot of power.
And I feel like he's connected to each of one of the witches, so that's why the necklace of talisman, whatever. It's connecting them to the specific witch. But it's not like that's the only one that sees him, because like the uncle knows about him, Carlotta knows about him. Like they all know about Lasher and how powerful he is, but they're not telling us what he is. So that's what's interesting too.
Yeah. I mean, one thing, I have no idea how the story plays out or anything like that. Interview with the Vampire, at least they had made a movie already, so you kind of know. This, I have no idea, so I'm just completely going along with the story. I don't know where it's going to lead to, which for me is a good thing. I like being like surprised like that, But yeah, man. I mean, Lasher is really an interesting character, like who he is, what he is, stuff like that.
Al Sip, the guy who's supposed to watch after Rowan.
Yeah,
that's an interesting character because we don't know how that's going to work. That dynamic is going to be interesting too. So there's so many characters not knowing what the hell they're going to do.
The people, I guess he works for, of like, so they know about like powers in the world, of like whether it be witches or whatever else,
I
like
think
supernatural powers.
There's a society talking just about supernatural powers. That's it.
Yeah.
And you remember see him talking to like, should I tell her
who
we are, what's going on? And I think that's going to be something that he's going to be fighting with in future episodes. You don't know if is he going to tell her? What does he decide to do? But how's he going to get in touch with her? Because it seems like he was traveling, trying to get there. He was like, "I'll meet you in the lobby at the hotel," and he never gets there. Or what happens with when he gets there? What happens?
Yeah. I bet when that door, because they show you like in the next episode, the door opens, and I bet when the door opens, he's gonna be right there and seeing it. He's gonna be like, "Oh damn, it was a little
I don't
too late."
think he can be there. I don't think he can be there because he's supposed to be on the outside, and he's supposed to affect it, but not affect it directly. Like he could have came and got her. He doesn't know where she is. He doesn't know what floor or wherever, because he's just getting there. He's driving. He's just getting there because remember he touched her. That affected him some crazy kind of way. I think
through the glove though.
That was just a reflex. He threw the glove.
Through the glove. I think what shows her power, like, can amplify other people's powers. So, that's what I took from it. I was like, oh, like he has a power. He touched her because he thought he didn't think it was going to happen, but she amplified his powers. That even through gloves, he still was able to do it.
Her power is so strong. It's the strongest power because he touches anything he touches, he sees the entire depth of what's going on. He can see everything around it. Yeah. He can see everything that's happened, past, future, present, future. He can see all the past and present, whatever. He sees all the stuff as he touches it, which is, I think he said in the second episode that, it's loud. So that's why he wears a glove. That's how he said he told her that that's how I keep the noise out. By keeping the gloves on. But she is such a power that he can't just keep her out.
Yeah. It's too loud no matter what. Reference.
So that's gonna be something else.
Yeah. I like it. I like it so far. I'm trying to think of who else was like a big role in it. But yeah, when she woke up and she went back to her uncle's and she got the I was like, man, for somebody who's been like kind of in a wheelchair for years, you just got up. Like you're able to fit in like skinny, like well fit, like super tight dresses and stuff. I was like, damn,
dude, it's so funny. It's like Kill Bill. Like, she had to teach herself how to move one toe.
Yeah.
Deidre was able to just get up, stumble a little bit, and then she was like, "All right, but don't worry about it. It's magic, guys. Don't worry about it. It's very Star Warsy. It's like, don't worry, it's the Force. That's how she is gonna walk.
It's the witch power.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. But man, that ending though, when that because the whole rest of the episode is kind of like you kind of feel sorry for Rowan. She kills these crows with her power unknowingly. So I get like she's freaking out and she wants answers and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of setup. It wasn't a filler episode, but it was just like a setup episode, which could be a little boring. But I'm glad they got it in, at least in the second episode, because the way it ended with her seeing her mom, like the doors open. At first, you know what I did think of? I'm like, oh, it's gonna be another time thing. Like, oh, they weren't on the same time. Like in the first episode, everything going on with her and everything going on with her were two separate timelines. And that's why I thought it was gonna be like it was gonna open and either Lasher or somebody was gonna be there, and then you're gonna find out like, oh, they were years apart.
It could have been
Sip. It could have been Sip. Yeah. So I was like, it was gonna be they were years off, some kind of thing. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But she opens the door, she sees her and she smiles. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, she's gonna teach her all these things, and like I feel like Lasher is gonna be like scared, like, oh, we're gonna have two powerful witches and blah blah blah.
Oh, Lashley would love that because she would have brought her into the family coven, which is about all of them fall in love with Lasher and sharing Lasher down the line, which is nasty. But it's whatever. Just
that plane thing. Wow, God. I was watching me and Erica were watching, and she goes, "Oh, there's some things you don't want to share with your parents." So I was like, "Oh, that was nasty, man." Because that was very awkward, man. That was weird. It was weird.
I told you it reminded me of that episode of Star Trek. One line just shares that same guy, and he's connected to them through a candle. He's connected through that talisman.
The candle.
And he's connected through that talisman. And I feel like as long as the talisman it's probably unbreakable, you probably can't do anything. But whoever wears it is connected to him, and he's like can't get out of that.
Yeah. I don't know. That plane thing was.
Here's the question, really: who did it?
Lasher. It was Lasher. I think so. Because
how?
Oh, I don't know how.
I'm not sure it's Lasher.
I think so because I think Lasher. I mean, it couldn't be, but how I think is like he's like okay, I need the next one now. Like you're done. I used you. You're okay. Well, I'm done with you. But now I'm on to the next younger, stronger version.
No, I definitely agree. I definitely I understand how that would be possible, but Lasher almost had her. And the only thing is like, so you I feel like you needed Deidre to bring Rowan into him.
Mm-hmm.
You needed Deidre to do that. And then once Deidre did that, then he could kill her. Why kill her before they get the introduction? Before he brings Rowan into the house. He could kill her at night.
Maybe
once she's in the house, kill her at night, and then just Rowan puts the necklace on. You already got her.
Maybe.
I would go this long route. I don't know, because I keep on thinking, what is Cortland's role in this? Because he doesn't have powers, but he seems to be very manipulative, and he's the reason she got pregnant. He seems to know Lasher. What is Cortland's role in all this stuff?
Yeah. I wonder if he does have powers though. They haven't said it, but
it doesn't seem like
doesn't seem like it.
Carlotta doesn't like she has powers either. She's just, going around throughout the whole city, and it seems like Cortland just has money, and he's known everywhere. He throws these lavish parties and all this stuff, and he's just high ranking. He has power. He doesn't have powers, but he has power.
Yeah, like social power.
And maybe he's doing things like that. And maybe that was Cortland's trying to protect Rowan.
Ooh.
It's just so many unanswered questions.
Yeah.
And
I still think it's Lasher because I don't think he wants them to know each other or talk to each other, because now she has no idea about Lasher, but if she grabs the necklace and stuff like that, he can easily manipulate her, because I think he got pissed when they were kind of sharing the vision together,
and he was
and she's like, no, and she like gets up like, and he's like, okay, like he knowing he can't do it at that time. So it was like, oh, you're gonna tell me no? Okay, well, I'm gonna chop your head off.
No, and I mean that's a good point, because we start. That's when you see Deidre and how powerful of a witch she really could be.
Yeah,
she's that powerful, and that scares him.
She was able to stop Lasher.
But Lasher is not like a being, so he can't go around killing people. He can break glasses and he can break an elevator, but he can't plummet to. He's not going to take a knife. He can't take a knife and kill her.
He made her do it.
She's powerful enough. Obviously, she stopped him in that world. So I don't.
But it's like a clean cut, because like in the preview,
it seems like an assassin. It seems like an assassin.
Yeah, because in the preview of episode 3, which I know you already watched, I haven't watched it yet, but the preview was like she was trying to keep the head on the neck. Yeah, no, because it saw from the side view. You gotta.
I can't tell you. I know that part. Yeah, I can't tell you about that, but yeah, you'll see it. Episode 3 goes a lot faster.
Okay,
really fast.
Yeah. I mean, because the whole time, the whole episode 2, I was like, all right, it's set up. She's Rowan's kind of confused and trying to figure it out, and people are telling her she might be crazy and this and that, and still undermining her skills, because I think her new boss doctor was like, she wants to come back, and he's like, no, I'm putting you on leave for now. She's like, why? He goes, oh, because it took 3 times longer. She's like, yeah, but that's still faster than anybody else, which is true. It's like, which I mean, it's probably the better call, because for you, that's not.
It allows her to go down back to New Orleans.
Yeah,
because none of the stuff will happen if she was still in San Francisco or Seattle, wherever the hell she is.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I mean, obviously she's going through a lot. Just like as a normal person, but then add in all the crazy witch stuff. But yeah. I mean, it was just a lot of backstory, a lot of setting up things, a lot of like getting the story going to where it needs to go. And I was like, okay, I guess the second episode, it's whatever. If they do this for 4 more episodes, then I might be upset a lot. But that end scene, I did not expect that. I think Erica went to go change the baby or something like that, and it finished. And then I told her, and she's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's crazy." Like, I did not expect that. I thought they were gonna have like a moment or something, or Lasher was gonna possess her body, something. And then that was just for me right out of left field, which I appreciated that. I really like that.
I just can't wait to be able to talk to you about the next one, because the next one is all these questions. Obviously, if I'm still asking the question, we got no answers. So I'm still asking the same question.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it's good. I think that's episode 2 was necessary. Episode 3 is better, and everyone's gonna enjoy it. It.
We'll see. If I get the AMC Plus, which I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can do. Maybe next week we'll do episode 3 and 4, because 4 will come out. When
we'll
3 comes out.
We'll figure something out.
Figure it out. Yeah. Anything else?
No. I mean, I just think you got to remember, Lasher is very important. Sip is very important. We don't know who Corla or Carlotta is.
Mm-hmm.
Is Carlotta the right one? Is Corlin the right one? Carlotta kept her mother under sedation for 20-something years, 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which one is the right one? It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because one's kind of like Corlin's kind of accepting of Lasher, and what was it Carlotta? What was her name?
Yeah.
Afraid, because I think Deidre tells her, it's like, oh, if I'm awake, that he's awake, and then you see the painting get all like crazy behind her, which was like super cool. So I was like, so obviously Lasher don't like her either. So it'd be interesting.
But are they both necessary? I still don't have those questions, those answers. I'm totally in the dark, and it's going to be crazy because that house is known.
Yeah. The tour guide knew about it. They're like, oh yeah, that house is blah blah. It's the Mayfair house and this and that, and you see, it's like witches and ghosts and vampires. I was like, nice. Start to slide it in there. Start to get it going.
We're building the world, guys. We're building the world.
Little hints. So, but yeah, so far, man, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't want to compare it to Interview with the Vampire because it's so hard.
Because we all know the story of Interview with Vampire. That's Interview with the Vampire. We already know that story. So this is just a different thing. And we have to go for the ride. We literally have to go for the ride and see what happens.
Yeah. But so far, man, 2 episodes down for me. Super interested. That ending though got me. That's it. I'm like, that ending hooked me, and I'm like super excited for episode 3. So
that's exactly what it's supposed to do, and it did exactly what we wanted.
Yep. So far so good. But that'll be it for this review of Mayfair Witches 2, episode 2. So next week, hopefully, we can do episode 3 and 4 with the AMC Plus thing going on. We'll see. But we want to know what you guys think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it kind of boring? What do you think was going to happen? Brian said he kind of knew it was going to happen. It caught me off guard completely. So it's crazy how we can watching and
they get closer and closer. I was like, oh crap, something's about to happen. This is about to be bad.
yeah, it was bad. So, but yeah, leave a comment, let us know. So if you're watching our replay, thank you, we appreciate it. If you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna talk one more thing with our final topic. But yeah, cool.
Thanks, Dan.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta get that together. Tell you, because Brandon saw it. Brandon saw it too, and yeah,
he saw episode 3.
Yeah,
he's got the AMC Plus. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I got it on my Roku, so that's why I was like, yeah, we can figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. Because I see it on my Apple TV because I have it set to record, so a DVR. So when I go to the show, it's like, oh, I could pay extra for AMC Plus to watch the next episode. Damn it, man! It's like,
I think you were, because I watched episode 3 with Ashley, and she was enthralled.
Oh, really?
And she don't like nothing. Like short of me. And the girl, sometimes she don't like anything. And she was like, what the hell just happened? Keep it playing. I need to hear this.
Nice.
Turn it up louder.
Nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. That second episode, I was kind of looking at my phone at some points, kind of not paying attention because you really didn't need to.
Because you knew what the story was going on until the end.
Yeah, once they got into the hotel and stuff like that, then it was like, okay, what's going on?
She's a little annoying. Rowan is a little annoying.
Yeah, she's a lot annoying.
And then even in the next episode, you were like, what the hell, lady?
Yeah, because we didn't even talk about the vision she had.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot more visions, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, I assume so. It was like, I'm sure the showrunners were like, okay, we need to get Alexandria Daddario in a very low cut. Anything. It's like, how about a fancy dress that is super low cut? Done.
All the time. Every scene. All right, next scene, guys. She has to either have sex or she needs to be another low cut thing. That's just what it is.
Well, I guess I would say 2 for 2, but this last episode was kind of sex. That was so awkward. I'm watching, I'm like, that's fucking weird, man. That's weird.
It seemed like no reason, but I feel like it's the sexual thing that we're going to see later episodes that that connects with what's it called, Lasher.
With Lasher,
yeah.
I mean, that's what I got from him. Like, oh, it's this connection he has with wherever the female bloodline or whatever, But I was like, did they have to do that? Like, I was like, all right. You don't need to share every secret. There's some secrets that need to be left
kept in the family. Keep that in the family drawer. You don't have to bring that out. We don't see that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, check it out. All right, you want to talk this last Bad Batch?
Yeah.
Should be a fairly quick one.
Or do we have to talk about? Are we supposed to wait for Brandon? Will we have time to wait for Brandon?
For episode 3, we probably could do episode 4 because probably the way it looks like it's going to go is maybe the next episode would be
actually something actually
pushing the
goes
story.
On.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, we'll do 3 and 4 for Mayfair, which is the next week then.
Okay, sounds good.
So because the AMC pushes out, so like when episode 3 comes out on AMC Plus will put out episode 4.
So it came out today.
Episode 3?
3 came out today. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's not too bad. So it's like a half a week ish.
So you log in, you'll be able to see episode 3 right now. So then episode 4 will come out like Thursday. Yeah. And then we'll be able to have live reaction, which make the video even better. Because then we cut the video up, release it on Friday.
Yeah.
Because it's a live reaction to the video, to the show.
The show.
Mm-hmm.
To episode 4, if we cut it out, be out on Friday, and then people will watch it on Sunday.
We will already have a reaction to it.
Yep. But I don't think I got anything else.
Oh, so I gotta go to Denver.
Oh yeah.
So I leave
when you leave
6 a.m. on Monday morning.
Oh, yeah. That's your flight, or you gotta?
No, my flight's at 8 a.m. So
okay.
I'll be packed and I'll be walking out the door at 6 a.m. Flight at 8 a.m. and then I'm in Denver until Thursday at 8 a.m. I'll be back home at 10 a.m. Thursday. So the Monday episode I'm going to be doing from the hotel room.
Hotel room. Okay. I don't even know. I think I haven't said it yet, but if you guys are cool with Sick, I think the movie. Yeah, I think that's on Paramount. Paramount or Peacock. It's on those.
It's on one of those. I'm gonna look it up.
I do want to see that. I don't know what else is coming out.
Because obviously I'm being on the airplane for 2 hours and 45 minutes, so I can watch whatever.
Yeah. There's The Old Way. It's another Nicolas Cage movie, but gunslinger, kind of Western. The subtle art of not giving a fuck.
I don't see. It's not on Peacock.
No.
Sick. It is on Peacock.
Is it Peacock?
Yep.
So Sick, I want to see. Plane, I heard, is really good. With Gerard Butler and
really?
What's his name? The how's his name? Coulter from I can't think of his first name. Mike Coulter.
Yeah, Mike Coulter.
Yeah. Plane. People are saying it's really good. It's a good action movie. Which I know it sounds like
it looked terrible.
People. Let me see what is on Rotten Tomatoes. It does look super terrible, but people are saying it's really good. I mean, it's an action movie, so I'm assuming like the story is kind of but if people are saying the action's really good, so it's got 76 on Rotten Tomatoes and 94 with the audience. Damn, 94. So
I'm all for it. I mean,
check that out.
I'll watch either one of them.
A Man Called. I heard House Party was okay.
If I get to go see House Party, we should do something, because I think it's going to be good enough that people are going to want to talk about it, because that's LeBron is at his house.
Well, I think that came out last week. I think Plane came out last week. Sick came out last week. A Man Called Auto came out last week. House Party came out last week. So
we gotta do one of them. Come on, we gotta do something.
What comes up this week? 17th. Snow Falls. The Tomorrow Job. There's something wrong with the children. Maybe.
Yeah, I've been reading that.
Shit coming up.
There's something wrong with the children. I've been reading that comic book.
Is it? It's based on a comic?
Oh, that's something killing the children.
Something killing the children.
Yeah.
Is that one good?
It's dark as fuck.
I bet.
Oh my god! I'm like,
because it's on like what, issue 5 or 6 or something like that.
This is like 28.
Oh, okay.
It is a series that it's a big book too. Like, so you either get this little comic or you get the all short stories. It's
like
I couldn't sleep for a little bit. I was like,
I think Island. That man, yeah, those movies are about it. For the rest of the month, I don't see anything else good.
Fear, yeah. Hey,
Fear,
what's up, L?
Hey. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, but I mean,
right when you talk about comic books, she comes in.
She comes in. I was like, "What? This thing is something." Man, like literally, I had to tell my kids. I went and checked on them. I was like, "Man, this is terrible." Messed me up in the mind.
Did you check out Children of the Black Sun? Did you get that one yet? How'd you like that one?
Dude, I can't wait to see what's going on next. Like, what the hell? What the hell is next?
Yeah, the way it ended, I'm like, what? Okay, yeah. So it's like the whole, I don't like spoil it, but like was the Black Sun done on purpose by something else to make these kids with powers, or like I am super interested, like, because they can go a bunch of different ways. Like I'll be pretty pissed off if they go like a boring way. I'm like, oh, really? Like,
what did I say? Do something cool. What did it remind me of? That the movie that reminded me of. Always keep forgetting.
But yeah, I'll send out a list. But pretty much the movies that came out last week are what we're going to talk about for the next like couple of weeks. Plain Sick, House Party, The Old Way. That's what we're probably going to talk about for
80 for Brady.
80 for Brady.
You didn't see it? You haven't seen that yet?
No, it was the documentary. 80 for Brady. I saw it. Probably by true story best friends of New England Patriots fans who like
hey, L, you talking about the art in this in Children of the Black Sun is amazing. I love the style. The style is amazing.
Yeah.
You ever see like when you have a strip that looks like it's a picture? Like you totally understand exactly what where they're coming from, and then the next episode, the next one is, I don't know. You understand what's the panic and everything because of the crazy drawing. I understood where everything was because of each page. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, yeah, I know. L had a panel on it 2 weeks ago, I think, when the issue first dropped.
Yeah, this was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but the one that you had, Something Killing the Children, I think I didn't pick it up because it was already so far ahead. And I was like, and I don't like picking up a story in the middle of it. So I wanted to see if there's like a graphic novel, like
there is
something that puts at least the first like 10, 20 issues in one.
It has like 25 issues in it. It's good.
Something like that. But yeah, because there's another one that I wanted to pick up, but it was already so far ahead. 10,000 years Black Feathers.
Yeah. 10,000 Black Feathers 4. Once again, it's another. I told you I'm into Spawn. So.
Oh, it's Spawn. It's a Spawn.
Yeah.
One. Yeah. Oh.
And then I got the Unwanted Violence. That was interesting too. Unwanted Violence is interesting. Interesting story.
I need a list from you guys. I'll probably bug you guys tomorrow when Brandon's up. But I need a list of movies you want to do for like the Black Excellence.
Black Excellence. So they need to be older ones. So I remember I did Fruitvale Station because I thought that was amazing.
We did Black Panther.
The Black Panther, Friday, stuff like that.
What else we did? We did Black Panther, The Last Dragon.
Oh, The Last Dragon.
And Fruitvale Station.
Yep.
That's what we did last year. But we could do more, but I think that's why if we could do it before February starts, so we're not playing catch up. I think that was the issue we had last year. And this month went by me so fast, man. I'm like, how is it already the 19th? I'm like, shit.
Man, I don't even know.
But I hopefully we could do some recordings. So like L wants to join. That'd be cool too.
Oh yeah, that definitely. So
I do want to reach out to some other creators.
I was thinking like maybe Malcolm X. We do Juice. The Harder They Fall.
Oh yeah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to throw one comic book movie in there, so I was thinking Spawn. Because I'm a big Spawn fan. So
yeah, I mean Spawn was one of those things. I mean, like how Blade, you kind of changed it. Spawn did it before Blade.
I loved it. I loved.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I watched that damn. I burned my VHS of just from watching it so many. It was so cool, man. It was young John Leguizamo. Fully dressed up as a clown. You couldn't tell it was him, and yeah. So that was such awesome.
It's so funny because I still follow what's his name?
Michael J. White.
Michael J. White. I still follow him all the time. I listen to all his podcasts and everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Michael J. White. I was like, man, I need to be if I could do some of this stuff, man, some jujitsu, do those kicks like that, man. Or
yeah. I mean, when he finally showed up in the Arrowverse, I was so hyped. I'm like, that's awesome. I was so happy. Like he came in and I forgot what he played. He was like Claw or White Claw or.
He's like the baddest man. Like
character
he can't be a comic book character. He's a comic book character himself. Just
have you seen that video of him and Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, I watched all of them. I'm telling you,
it's so funny because Kimbo Slice just like. You see, it just blows his mind. He's like, the fuck? He's like what? Because that was so.
You teach him how to punch and how fast he can punch. He's the second you're doing this, I'm already doing this. You know, and you see what he does when he talks to Joe Rogan. And he talks about Joe Rogan. So, he could kick really well. He said that Michael J. White came out of nowhere and kicked the ball, kicked the bag, and broke the chain and kicked the whole thing across the whole room. He's like, that's how you do a side kick. Like Michael J. White is a bad mother, man.
Yeah,
real.
Yeah. Spawn, he was perfect. But I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, but I was looking at it.
Was awesome. When you brought that up, I'm like, man, I haven't seen that movie since my grandfather was alive. Like so long ago. So long ago. We need to make a clip of
the ones we did before. That would be good.
Of that too, or even like
am I the meanest? The prettiest, the most low down, low. I can't remember. Down low down in the town.
Show enough. All right, welcome to. Oh, we gotta get your dad back on.
Am I the prettiest? Show enough. Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Mofo low down around this town.
Show enough. Who am I? Show enough. I can't hear you. Show enough.
It's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, but yeah, And at least we have a list of some movies, and then I can reach out to like some other creators, and now that we're kind of like part of a community, and we know other people.
I'm all for it. Like, if anyone wants to throw something out there that I didn't think about, I do want to do The Harder They Fall. I think
that'd be a good one.
Something from '92, like Juice or Fresh or those type of movies. I'll do one of those.
Because that's what we kind of did in last year, was like a really old movie, like or a really really old movie, with The Last Dragon, like an older movie with Blade, something somewhat newer with Fruitvale Station, and something like very recent with Black Panther. We could do something like that again, like really old, not so old.
The recent one I wanted is Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, that movie was great.
That movie was so good. I mean, people need to know how good that really is.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, I need to go back and cut our old Oscar reviews, because me and Fredo talked about that, and we were just like, both of us were like, wow, Daniel Coulier was amazing. He just, man.
I mean, and instead of Chicago, I mean, that's what you really want. A movie like that.
Yeah, and I think that year there was 2, because then you had the Chicago 7, or the Trial of the 7, or whatever the movie was called. Again, another, which was they referenced a lot of stuff that was in the Black Messiah, in Judas the Black Messiah, which is because it's all happening.
It's all around the same time. Yeah.
So
what's his name? Stanfield.
Keith Stanfield.
Yeah,
he's in The Harder They Fall as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I
think those are definitely movies I want to talk about. So those are great.
The Harder They Fall is definitely. They need to make a sequel, man. That was definitely like a good Western, that we haven't seen in a long time. So, yeah, I'm cool with that. Just let me write down before I forget. All my pens are like broken because I sit here and fiddle with shit. So like I fiddle with my pen, so now like the screws all messed up.
That's me too.
Yeah. I try not to make noise. I try not to get anything that clicks, because then you just hear the click, 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 click.
Oh, here you
go. Harder They Fall. Oh shit! That's what I wanted to do.
Judas and the Black Messiah, definitely.
Yeah, Judas Black Messiah, Harder They Fall, It Spawn, Malcolm X. You say something else.
I said right? Juice. Juice is probably got the juice now. I mean, One Night in Miami, people like that was interesting that no one really talked about.
Yeah, it was good. I wound up watching it like what 2 years ago. First came out.
I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was like during the
I know it was during the pandemic.
Yeah,
that was an interesting movie, because the whole time like, is this real? But I think
they did meet, but not these things weren't happening at the same time, and
yeah. So it's kind of like loosely based on real life stuff, but they took a lot of liberties.
And that's the one I don't know, because it's involved with a lot of other things. Things that it's hard to bring up. Just
yeah.
So that one, I don't know.
Damn. But the last 30 years, and Malcolm X is definitely Spike Lee, Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
Angela Bassett was in it.
It's one of the best movies, and you're gonna have these unbelievable. It's like seeing where they came from and seeing where we're going, and I think that's that's like the top of excellence. That really describes excellence. Malcolm X.
Have you seen The Five Bloods? Came out in 2020.
I still haven't seen The Five Bloods, but I know that wasn't that the second to last movie that Chadwick did.
Yeah, Chadwick was in it. Johnson was in it.
Mm-hmm. I've heard great things about it. I just never saw it. That's why I figured something I haven't seen I could watch. Because the reason I didn't see, I didn't watch it is because I heard about everything happened with Chadwick right around that time, and I just
summer 2020.
It was too hard for me to watch it.
Check that one out. Juice Black. Sorry, I typed in. These are like some of like the greatest ones.
But I said One Eye in Miami. That's hard. If you want to, I don't want to talk about that.
It's a newer one too. Fresh
is an unbelievable movie. Oh my god! I remember I went and saw that in the theater. I was only 9. My dad took me to see Fresh.
Oh really? I think in high school. So I was in ROTC, and like towards the end of the year, our master sergeant just kind of like was chill. He's like whatever. So we would like watch like movies, and he put on movies that like are meaningful, just not like hey we're watching like blah blah blah. And Fresh was one of them. I think we watched A Few Good Men. Like obviously it also went with being in ROTC and stuff like that. Yeah. But also we watched Fresh. Hey man, oh my god, yeah, Giancarlo Esposito, Samuel Jackson. Yeah. Black Panther we did. Black Klansman was really good. It was really good.
Poetic Justice. I remember Poetic Justice. I watched that 15 times. If Bill Street Could Talk is so hard for me to watch. It's such a good movie. It infuriates me sometimes. So that's
I don't think I've seen that one.
I keep it. It's a great movie. Unbelievable.
Adopting the novel.
It's just sad to me, and yeah, I don't. I would definitely talk about it. I definitely would talk about it. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. So
yeah,
and the struggle.
I'm just reading it. I'm like, damn.
The struggle about the time, and then in the court case, and oh goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moonlight?
I never watched Moonlight. I never did.
Moonlight. Yeah, Moonlight. Mahershala Ali's in it.
Yeah, I know about the movie, but yeah.
Get Out. Yeah. Get Out.
That's still scary. That's a scary movie. I can't do that.
Friday.
I've seen that a billion times.
Yeah.
The Wood. I love that movie. That's a great movie. I would do the Wood. I would love that. I've seen that so many times.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I had the VHS. I had the soundtrack.
Oh, really? Well, especially like it says, like it's like they're reliving or recalling moments in their lives. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be like soundtracks. If like it's from the 90s, so you're talking about soundtracks from like what, the 80s?
Yep. I mean, no, from again, if
This
World Was Mine with Luther. That's Big Luther, not Little Luther. That's crazy.
Yeah, there you go. That's mine. Bamboozled.
That's too real. You can't do Malcolm X and Bamboozled. That's too real.
Set it off. I'll set it off.
Set it off. I've seen that.
Yeah. Next Day Air.
That's on that list, really?
I don't think I see one.
You didn't miss nothing.
Okay. All right. So before we go on, is Barbershop on this list?
Barbershop probably is on this list. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I want to talk about Barbershop? No, I don't. I don't want to talk about Barbershop.
And then, yeah. So this one,
right? Yeah, I've seen that too.
Coming of age.
And it's to society.
Man.
Whew.
That'd be a good one to add to the list.
But that's what I say. You can't do all of them. Like you can't do Fresh, Mr. Society, and Juice. Like
all too much, too real at once.
It's like it's all three of the same type of thing. If you scroll down the list, I'm sure Juice is going to be on it. Like,
I'm sure.
Dead Presidents.
Oh,
yeah.
That was another one I watched a lot.
But you can't watch Dead Presidents and then talk about Love Jones. That's probably the biggest love story. Love Jones, Love and Basketball.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the brother of the night.
There you go, Best Man Holiday. You guys got to do your the Best Man show.
I have to find out if Brandon's going to be there.
The trailer did well. The trailer did. I think it got a lot of views. So
it's just about him.
Definitely.
If he's going to be there, I watched it all now.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Crooklyn. Yeah. Spike Lee.
I mean, majority of these are Spike Lee.
Because he was producing bangers every week, every year.
Yeah. CB4.
Oh, that's awful.
I mean, just from the picture, like
CB4 is awful.
Charlie Murphy's in it.
Yeah.
Girlhood.
I have not seen that.
Dope. I seen Dope.
Dope is awesome.
Dope was pretty good. Black Dynamite.
Dynamite. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Michael J. White again. I forgot about that. Black Dynamite was good. Girls Trip.
I watched that.
Okay.
That's not for me.
Straight Outta Compton. That was really good, man. Osei Jackson really crushed it. That was his first acting job, wasn't it?
Yep. But you asking him to be his dad. That works.
Yeah, I guess it's not that hard to do. I mean, man, he did a really good job.
You want to hire me to be my dad? I could do that too.
Yeah, there you go. Love and Basketball.
Yeah, Love and Basketball. Come on. Yeah.
Brown
Sugar. Yeah. Sanaa Lathan and Tay Diggs. Anything you do. Tay Diggs, Sanaa Lathan. That's just they're like 90% of all the movies. Any love movie, 90% of them.
Yeah. Soul Food. I've seen that movie.
Yep. I've seen it.
Nia Long has been in a lot of these too.
That's because Nia Long is. Come on.
I'm like
black royalty. Like people are like, oh, Nia Long, I've heard of her before. Like that's royalty.
What does love got to do with it? Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Those looks.
No.
Lawrence Fishburne. What you say?
Was it have you seen it was Keke Palmer and Angela Bassett were like I don't know if it was that actors on actors kind of thing, but they were talking to each other, and Angela Bassett said, "I heard you do a good impression of me," and it's from I believe it's from this movie. Wait, was it?
It has to be from What's Love Got to.
Yeah,
that or Waiting to Exhale.
No. I think it was this one, and she did the impression of a scene from her. Oh my God! Because then they play the scene before, on the edit, they play the scene before, and then they kept Keke Palmer doing it, and Angela's just like, "That was good." And then Kiki's just laughing at the end, but yeah.
Boomerang.
Eddie Murphy. This is the first one with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, but I know Boomerang like back of my hand. Halle Berry.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. Eartha Kitt.
David Alan Greer. Chris Rock is in it. Martin Lawrence is in this one. Boomerang. Yeah, I know that like the back of my hand. I've seen it 40 times.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no barbershop.
Someone finally got to it, like, yeah. But I'm surprised no Juice. Juice, I got the Juice now. That's...
No, that was on there.
Oh, because I was like, no Juice, man.
I remember that was
on there. Crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. Fuck, we can't do it next week because you're gone.
Hey, I'll be back by Friday. I will record 2 or 3 episodes for this thing. I really enjoy doing this. And maybe I watch them so much. Like I can recite half the movies.
Yeah. Yeah. But I figured maybe that weekend, that Friday, that 27, 28, 29, Because then if we can have that first one come out, well, we were doing Mondays. We can do Mondays again.
Yeah, we can do Mondays. But
if we do more than 4, we can.
I would like to do 8. If we could do 8.
Okay.
But let's commit. Let's commit to how many we have now.
3, 4, 5. There's 5 on the list. I know. I already know Zack Attacks is in. I just asking him is just the
formality.
Is just formality. Like I already know he's in. Yeah. I'll probably reach out to a few other people.
Let's get off live.
Yeah, I know. All right, but yeah, we're just hanging out. All right, let's get out of here. Usually sometimes we have people coming in and talking, but we appreciate L coming in right at the end.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But all right, yeah, let's get out of here. All right, cool. See you guys on Monday.
Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.